What is the father saying?
We also pray
In your pocket.
that as we sit
In your pocket. Check your let me.
we inform
Everybody will care president. Don't see my
Say go ahead, man. Pay 25,000 want to be so.
traditional fathers
To go where?
to remember the
They
blood.
play na tradition push here. They play a capital building here.
We hope and pray that the spirit of plantation will go
What
on.
is the father saying?
I'm hearing it's going to be snowing again on Friday. Yeah. Today, by me, and I stay home. I said, no, I don't stay home today. I'm going to work. Yeah, you stay home too much. The children are in school. When they stay home, they give you a hard time too much. I want this one here, daddy. I want this one here, daddy. I want this one here, daddy. No. Today, I going in. Daddy got to go in today. School then tell you, oh, got 2 hour delay. One going to school today, the other one stay home today. I said, all right, you're on your own. Go and grab your laptop and do your work online. That's the good thing that COVID taught us, right? COVID taught the school system in America that the kids can just go and grab their laptop and do their homework. So my man are staying home today. He think he's going to stay home for nothing? No, he's not going to stay home for nothing. They already sent email to him for him to go do his homework. He ain't happy about it. I said, yeah, my man, I had a team load now. You got to go do your homework. So he there, he doing his homework right now. So for me, I'm going in. The beautiful thing about this country, man, children stay home. They still have access to their teachers, and they still have access to their activities. So staying home means nothing for them. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to every one of you guys. Hope your day is going well, and I hope that everything for this week is okay. Yeah, my man, I follow. I start staying home now, man. Stay home all day. Yeah, eat. Look at the little go and I can't grow it down now. I follow. I go in. Yesterday we had our management call. I see all my men sitting now around the conference table. Yeah, me all the way on Teams watching the men. I mean, I felt guilty, man. Like, you know what? I can go into work tomorrow, man. Yeah, and you know. Every time we have our management meeting, I can be down there. I look at my seat. Yesterday, my seat was empty. I like, damn. Man, I'm going in tomorrow, man. I'm going in. So that's why it is. Your place of work is your second home. I remember when I was getting out of college, that's exactly what I was told by the career counselor. The woman said, your place of work is your second home. So make the best out of it. So I managed to make the best out of it. But guys, good morning to every one of you guys. This evening we'll not be having any show. All right. We are not going to have any show. But anyway, we are here this morning. And as you know, look, guys, every time you listen to Liberia and things coming out of Liberia, it really makes you sick. Good morning there among you. Good morning to you there. And good morning to every one of you guys, man. Cardo, good morning to you there. Benedict, Mobile, every one of you guys, good morning to you. And let us just have another on the wheel conversation here. I'm taking my own time, not running to go anywhere as usual. So I am hearing from Front Page Africa. I don't know how to start a conversation, but I still just got to engage the conversation. So guys, please share this something. My stuff is going down. I can see that. I'm in a dead zone area here. And so I will be picking back up. Yes, I'll be coming back up. So let me just wait until my internet pull. Alright, my pull is speeding up. It's speeding up. All right, so my pole is building up. There you go, my pole is building up. Oh, my car dropping a lot of S on the highway, yo. Be very careful, yo. I see the BS coming out, and I see all the S on the car here. I'm taking my own time, yo. Because I have the men get over insurance, yo. By the time some S falling from on your car, you hit somebody's car, they say, oh, my man, your S are on your car, air hit my car windshield, they get a crack in it, so let me get your insurance information. If I'm going to call the police as a material witness, and your whole time. That's why I'm taking my own time. And you know. But anyway, guys, share the video. Let's get into this conversation. You will recall when I told you guys that the Unity Party is a party with a pre-existing corrupt behavior. Did you guys remember that when I said that? How many of you guys remember when I said that the Unity Party is a party with a pre-existing corrupt behavior? How many of you guys listening to me here remember me saying that? The Unity Party is a party with a pre-existing corrupt behavior. Thank you very much, Monju. Thank you. Did you guys see what front page reported yesterday? Front page reported yesterday that Nomdi Kanga got elected on web ballot because some of the lawmakers were giving $40,000. I mean, guys, come on, man. This is broad daylight robbery. Broad day and highway robbery. These guys sit over there and they pretending that they are not robbing the Liberian people out of fair play. So who going to investigate these people? Who going to investigate these people? Look, I need to... Look, guys, here's what we need to do, right? Here's what we need to do. If you're in Liberia right now, I want you to be very honest and reach to me. Guys, I got to share the video because I want to lay something down. If you are in Liberia right now, I am looking for somebody very trustworthy. And you know you can't bring that crap to me. Don't bring that crap to me because I got people on the ground over there. I can contact them directly and they will do exactly what I want them to do for me. But here's the thing. Guys, we need, and this is an announcement for every one of you guys. This Unity Party government is going to exhibit the highest form of corruption. So what we need to do is to track and trend, or let me add a third component there. We need to track, we need to document, and we need to trend everything we're doing. So in the public space, I am currently asking Liberians who are very faithful to the cause of fairness. We need to start to purchase newspaper, the local printed newspaper going forward. We need to purchase the local daily newspaper and be able to send it to me. We will pay for the shipping and handling. But I know that some of these guys are corrupt, so I gotta be very careful. I will pay for the shipping and handling. The purpose here is we need to gather enough newspaper so that we can take those newspaper to Washington, D.C. in time to come and let them know that their 55th legislature under the administration of Joe Biden is nothing but corrupt. And the only way you can build your case is by gathering the newspaper. There are newspapers that show that Booker was allegedly accused of asking lawmakers to support his candidate, and each of them will be rewarded with $25,000. That paper is out there. We need that paper. Front Page is now reporting that Nomri Kanga got elected on web ballot because some senators then were giving $40,000. All those things are violation of the code of conduct with emphasis on bribery. If you're in the fourth estate, you need to stand your ground. This thing is for your children and it's for your future. All the lawmakers you see over there, you think they get the damn by you? Look at me, American. American got a house, his children living in America here. American will only go to Liberia, do a job, but I can guarantee you, American bank account is going to be sitting out right in America here. Whenever American take pay, that money coming right in America here in your bank account. It's not going in your bank account. So American, a man who say he went to drug show, he did that, he did that, is he willing now to come to the media and tell the Liberian people whether there were $40,000 given to each senator? Is American willing to swear on the Quran? Is American willing to swear on the Quran? It's a Muslim guy, right? We love the Muslim people. We love the Muslim people. The ethics committee in the house, they need to be challenged. They need to be challenged. Good morning there, come from Morris. Good morning to my sister there, come from Morris. Good morning to you. And good morning to my man Speed. If you're in Liberia, I want you to listen, Speed. You and myself need to work on the project. Every newspaper that carry headline regarding corruption, we need to gather those newspapers there, guys. I'm not doing it for CDC. I'm not doing it for anybody, but for the truth. From all the guys that got sanctioned during the weird administration, if you go deep down into the cause of the sanction, it was due to the papers that were published, excuse me, the newspaper that were published by Front Page Africa, Daily Observer. Those papers that were published are the paper the people use to sanction all the guys in Liberia. Now, you guys are seeing all the different headlines about Unity Party bribing lawmakers, representatives, and now we're hearing from Front Page that the senator have been bribed to get Nomri Kanga that that President Pro position. Nothing significant going to change in our country. Speed, yeah, we need the original newspaper. Let our men then grab that newspaper, wrap it up. If they want to DHLA to us, let them DHLA to us. When we get the paper, then we will formulate our group here. Remember, Liberian citizen for accountability, for responsibility, and ethical standard. The next thing we need to do in our group is to establish our own webpage. When we establish our webpage, then we get members. You might not be afraid. You guys will be seen as hero in our country. People often ask, oh, what have you done for your country? I'm not here to get any Liberian man money. I'm here to get Liberian man knowledge. This group we call Liberia Citizen for Accountability, Responsibility, and Ethical Standard. We need to create a webpage this year. And on our webpage, we need to have members. Our purpose is to hold the government accountable. You're sitting down there, Front Page then reporting that these guys in the Senate, they receive $40,000 each to give Nomri Kanga that speakership. That is why they never voted. These guys keep lying to the people in our country, my man. They keep lying to the people in our country. They got nothing to do with ANC, nothing to do with CDC, or any other political party. These lawmakers are getting away with broad daylight bribery. And it will come right before you and say, oh, we're in the interest of the people. I believe Front Page Africa. So let us get the people then. I believe Front Page Africa. If I never ask you guys for any money, I'm going to start asking you guys now. The Liberian or the Liberian citizen for accountability, responsibility, and ethics, I want to beg you guys. We want to build our webpage. We want to be a civil society group that will hold the government people accountable. If we are to hold the guy accountable, we need to be legitimate. It is going to be Liberia citizen for accountability, responsibility, and ethical standard. Our goal is to hold government officials accountable to the Constitution, to the Code of Conduct, as it relates to transparency. That will be our goal. We can go to any Congress and file any complaint about these guys. Y'all remember, these guys got 6 years to go. 6 years is not small year. And the other guy got 9 years to go. We are in the age of technology now, folks. The Facebook here should not be our limit. Facebook should not be our limit. So I'm going to start crafting and drafting that website. We're going to transform it in what make a man his ability to dream and translate that dream into reality. Let me say this again. What makes a man is for a man to dream. Oh, this time we got our women there too now. We got our women. You know, when I was growing up, that was my own mantra. But now that we are brought it to the public now, so we got to add the women there now. So let me just restate myself again. Don't see me joking at you, but how I am. I'm joking, but I can get serious, and I'm serious right now. So let's add the women in there. All right. What make a man or a woman to dream is for he or she to dream and translate that dream into reality. Speak up. Stop the yeah, put a shit. Speak up, please. Let me focus on my topic here. Speak up, biggie. You know, everything that is happening when I talk, I need to bring it up. So, let me start again. What makes a man or a woman is for his or her to dream and translate that dream into reality. I am calling on all Liberian women. I'm calling on all Liberian men who believe that Liberia can be better, who believe that Liberia can make progress. I am trying to establish an accountability group of Liberians. That group is going to be called Liberian Citizen for Accountability, Responsibility, and Ethical Standard. Our principal focus will be about good ethics, accountability, and responsibility. And our purpose is to ensure that government officials live up to good governance through the eyes of accountability, through the eyes of ethics. And we as Liberian citizens, our responsibility is to make sure that we hold them accountable to the law and the code of conduct that they are guided by. So I'm calling on you guys. We need to establish that group. The Americans believe that when people are together and they have a legitimate platform, they will listen to them. We will start to draft our letterheads. We need to have executive member. We're not getting no pay now. That one no pay here now. So that one part, let me just let you know. We're not getting paid here. Through the long-term time, we can start to solicit some gift, like during the Christmas time. And I enough for politics. So you might not think that, oh, Jay Rennie got anybody, in fact, our constitution will call for all those things. The goal of the organization is not to get into politics. And you know when that is that, it will be very difficult. So the short-term goal here, we want to establish a web page as soon as possible. The medium term is to start engaging the people on the ground, recruiting people. And then our long-term goal is to start to feed negativities that are being perpetrated by government officials in the country. And our stakeholder will be the partners in our country, including the United States and other countries. So I'm laying down all the pillars that we need to start planting in the ground. These guys cannot get away with things. Most of these talk show hosts are already being consumed with bribe. Most of these talk show hosts, they are not in the interest of the Liberian people. Until we have an independent civil society group, these guys will be getting away. Front Page Africa is only there to broadcast. And those of us who are there to listen need to listen and take action. We must commend Front Page Africa. The newspaper cannot be the referee and the player. Let me get this clear. The newspaper cannot be the referee and the players. When Nathaniel McGill and other guys sanctioned, the U.S. government took the paper there and did their own research and came out with a sanction. So we as the civil society group, in order for us to assist and help, we need to make sure that we organize ourselves. You know, when you want to draw people's attention, the first thing you want to do is to identify the problem. When you identify the problem, you determine the cause of the problem. If the problem does exist, like in the case these guys are corrupt, then you begin to organize people, and your recruitment for your organization process is to present the facts. We know the facts. These guys are good. These guys are corrupt. These guys are corrupt. Now, when we get the facts and we start to recruit people, we make sure that we have the people understand why they are being recruited. What is the purpose? What is the benefit? What negative impact the particular fundings that we have discovered has had on the Liberian people, and why we need to assemble as a unit of Liberians to stop that bad behavior. Now, we're not going to them because they are corrupt. Because technically, we should be going to them. I see tanker here. You see the people tanker there right here? You see that tanker with that red thing behind there? Don't go close to it. In our country, when we see tanker, we don't go close to it. Let me tell you. We don't go close to that thing right there. So, you have a brain put there. As you see tanker there, everybody close to it. When I see tanker, I don't go there because it can be telling you where behind it. Anyway, my mind always working. So I just told you why to show it. Alright. So, we identify the problem. We have enough source to support it. We take that dream out there to the people and start the recruitment process. We organize ourselves and we start to push our agenda to the rightful authority. So today, I am calling on every one of you guys. We have the page. The page is called Liberia Citizen for Accountability and Responsibility. We don't want to depend on Facebook alone. We need to have a website. A website that will show that we are legitimate. And we can register that website as a 501c3, something like that. In America here. We can register that. We can do it, guys. We have to do our part in the 2024. There are so many ways that we can hold your broken feet to the fire. You either with me or you against me. But I'm going to push for that. I'm going to push for that. I'm not going into politics. I'm going into advocacy group. At least that one in America here, it can take up places. When you fight for true justice in Liberia, you'll be able to see Joe Biden. You'll be able to see Google people in the country. Because as an advocate, you'll be given opportunity to reach to different people. So guys, please, these guys are corrupt in the country. When we sit down here, we listen to the guy on different platforms, it's not going to be enough. It's like you dirty, you take him back and only take him back with the water. We want to take back with soap so we can wash the dirt off our skin. So in the meantime, what we can do is go to Liberia Citizen for accountability, responsibility, and ethical standard and subscribe. We need to build for ourselves a web page, and we need to have organizers. We need to have organizers that will fight for transparency in our country. If you depend on the guys thinking that the man who is the cook is going to be the guy who will do the fair dishing of the food, you are wrong. These guys just received, according to front page, $40,000 to give Nomikanga a white ballot. A white ballot. That means there was no competition in there. But our democracy called for us to have fair play. If this guy received bribe, what makes you think they're going to receive anything that the Liberian people asked them or gave them to do? The reason America and other countries are great because they empower these civil society group. Guys, we can be better, man. We can be better. Every one of you guys here, we can be better if we unite. We can be better if we unite. And our unity should come with a purpose. And that purpose is to hold them accountable. That will be our responsibility. I cannot over-express or overemphasize this thing. You think criminal that stand on Witherspoon will be very transparent? Because he benefiting from those things. He's benefiting from those things. The guy is a corrupt guy. He is a corrupt guy. He is a corrupt guy. He is a corrupt guy. We need to bring the young people up with a mindset of transparency and accountability. I believe in it. We're not going to do hard work. All we need is just your moral and financial support. We build a website. Every one of you guys who want to be executive member, you send in your photo. The website developer will put your photo there. And we'll state our goal. We'll register it in America here. We'll try to get lawyer back home. And we'll try to get lawyer here. And when we say something, our lawyer then will be able to work towards it to say, yes, this is legitimate. And God, before you know it, you will be hero for the innocent people. It's going to be an investment. Because there will be many times they will try to bribe you. We got to make this thing happen, man. We got to make this thing happen. We can't keep going from year to year. These guys will come through these different talk show hosts. They will come through the different talk show hosts and bribe them. And whatever concern the people have, it will be hidden from them. So we are going to transform the Liberia citizen for accountability, responsibility. We're going to transform that into a civil society group. We need members. I'm going to take that lead. That is my contribution to Liberia going forward. We all got professional obligation. But when the time comes for us to focus on those things that matter the most to the people of Liberia, then we go through that organization. Female, male. We're asking every one of you guys. We are even calling on he, she. If you are part of the he, she community, you are also welcome. Because it's all about advocating for all. We need more Liberians back home. Liberians should be more involved. And we are looking to establish our first chapter in Liberia. Liberia Citizen for Transparency and Accountability. We got to do those things. Most of the integrity institutions, they are not living up to the standard. When we establish the group, then we become an independent integrity institution that will fact check the government institution. We got to do this thing, folks. I'm going to make it my duty. We're going to establish the website. I need your participation. I'm going to reach out to my guy. If you have anybody you know that can also build a website, professional website, please inbox me. We together with Honor Write the Course. If we Liberians don't hold the garden accountable, they will feel that there's nobody in the country that can challenge them. Only a few of you guys, or few other guys who are connected to them, will enjoy that country. Only a few other guys. Right now, there are people around America. There are people around Port Charles. They giving them 2 cents, 5 cents, they keep it quiet. While the rest of the other people are there catching hard time. They are both in the United States and in Liberia or other part of the world that are enjoying. So as far as the people being taken advantage of, they do not care. They do not care because they are benefiting. But when you and I combine together, honor an institution, we will be exposing you guys. You will have information, I will have information, and we'll collaborate that information and be able to put it out there. We will become friends to all the transparency group in this country. We now have social media. We will start organizing ourselves to get on some of the major platforms in America and start to conduct interviews. We will start calling some of the local radio stations and asking them, we are an international group aimed at promoting transparency in Africa, particularly in Liberia. And we want organizations in America to get to know who we are. We are fighting for transparency. We are advocating for equal justice. We are advocating for climate change. All those things will come, but we must have the organization first. Do not overlook this dream. Do not overlook this dream. My role here is not to remain in one place. The one-day broadcast, everyday broadcast is not going to change things sufficiently. It's only going to provide your own personal education. But it is time that we take it to the next level now. It is time that we take it to the next level. Liberian, if you don't give this thing a thought-through process, if you don't see the thing as the right thing to do, I'm sorry for that country. We will not gain anything from the public. The public will not benefit. What I'm saying here is people who have ears to hear, people who understand what it means to hold people accountable, they will see reason to accept what I'm saying here. Those lawmakers are very corrupt. They are very corrupt. We need to expose them. Knowing their background as a public servant and informing the people of Liberia should be one of our primary responsibilities. They will not like us. That's fine. But we got to do what we got to do. In time to come, some other group on the younger generation will see reason to join us, and they will continue with that torch as we retire in time to come. But the legacy of that organization must continue. If you cannot be successful individually, you can be successful collectively. And that is where I'm coming from. That is where I'm coming from. If we can start a thing now, before we reach 2029, you will be so motivated to say, yes, Jay Randy, thank you for the idea. We see it working. The beginning of anything is difficult. People will criticize. People will discourage you. But do not give up. Do not give up. Those guys are going to be receiving between 12 to 15,000. And they're going to be there for 6 to 9 years. What the Liberian people are going to be seeing. What they're going to be benefiting. You either with me or you're not with me. I believe by sitting on Facebook, listening to you, listening to me, it's not enough. It is not enough. But having an organization with a focus on the guy behavior, because come on guys, the Liberian government and the people of Liberia, there are many documentation out there that have been written for good governance. But it has been left up to the government itself to implement these documents. And do you think they're going to implement a document that will guide their behavior to ensure good governance? No. That is why in every constitutional democracy, you have the fourth estate. The fourth estate is there to create check and balances in a society. The fourth estate is there to create check and balances in a society. But there are some guys that will come and only open a page on Facebook and start to broadcast. By the time you know it, they in some politician corner. And then the information become premature. Half information. We are seeing all these things, guys. So let us try. Let us try to get together. Let us try to get together. Let us challenge ourselves. Let us do something for the people. It's not hard. It's not hard, folks. It's not going to be a full-time job. It's not going to be a full-time job. The beginning, we have to commit ourselves for recognition. We have to commit ourselves for recognition from the beginning. Organize it, launch it, and tell the Liberian people. It's all about holding the guy accountable. They receive $40,000 each to confirm Nomdi Kanga. in the code of conduct, they have violated the laws. If they are not willing to listen to us, we got the United States here that support transparent democracy. We can register our complaint. We can register our complaint and let it just be there. And every time we see another behavior on the newspaper, we register it again. Little by little, one day we'll strike the goal. We will strike the goal. Our goal is not to hold them accountable in Liberia. Our goal is to inform the partner around here about those guys' behavior. If those guys see how powerful we are, and some of them start to get sanctioned through what we're doing, they will start to listen to us. They will start to respect us. They will do those things, folks. That's my appeal to you guys this morning. That is my appeal. If you love your political party, you want to see them succeed, right? And how do they succeed? They got to play by the rules. The rules are already in the Constitution. The rules are part of the code of conduct. When they get elected, they are on the field of play. But if they are not following the rules, they will not win a fair game. They will not win a fair game. That's all I'm asking you guys. If not, we'll keep doing the same thing over and over. The country will continue to get older. The behavior will remain unchanged. Only by God's power. That when they will all die. And do you know how long it will take for them to die? The same God that up there will tell them. And they will tell us, we're not ready to take their life yet. George Weah said something very important. And I want you guys to remember that. George Weah said something very, very important. I want you guys to remember that. George Weah said, we see politicians around here. When we were picking them, baby, they were in public service. Today, they are still around. Many of you guys are young. Men like Gladwell McIntosh. The man graduated from high school in 1965. Today, he's still in our town looking for a job. Men like Charles Snyder, the 70-year-old man. I ain't got no issue with them as far as their age goes. But when front page is talking about people receiving bribe to give the speakership to an opposition, and these guys are sitting there and being quiet, then we have a problem. We have a problem, and we will look at that problem through the eyes of what George Weah said, that these guys been in public service from the time we were baby. For some of you guys, you were not even born. Today, some of you guys got kids now. And these guys still continuing with their bad behavior. If they did not change after you were born, if they did not change when you had your first child, you think they're going to change now? They are not going to change, my fellow Liberians. They are not going to change. Change must come with some force. And that force should be a professional approach. And we got to organize ourselves. Any 12-year king, nobody hold them accountable. We are 12-year king, nobody hold them accountable. Joe Bunker is already exhibiting symptom and behavior of corruption. Look at all the newspaper. Don't you get it? Don't you see it? President Joseph Boga got certificated. All the newspapers today, they are all with corruption here. Corruption here. Those guys are suffering again. They are coming back. When we are became president, it was not like that. But the moment United Party came out, all the newspapers are carrying corruption, bribery. When you go back into Joe Boga any 12 years, it was the same thing. And it is the same United Party. That is why I'm saying United Party has a pre-existing corrupt behavior. They have a pre-existing corrupt behavior. It's already in them. It was just a matter of time to give them the opportunity. If we don't hold these people feet to the fire, nothing will change in our country. Oh. Nothing will change in our country, Pius. Nothing will change in our country, Vera. Nothing will change in our country, Ansu. Nothing will change in our country, Monu. Nothing will change in our country, Spia. Nothing will change in our country, Comfort Morris. Nothing will change in our country, Liberian people. Those senators will go for 9 years. Those representatives will go for 6 years. Joe Boga will go for 6 years. And if they decide to go for another 6 years, nothing will change for the people of Liberia. We will all see every effort on Facebook as nothing equal to anything but zero. That is what we are facing now. To avoid that, we must recognize the risks and begin to formulate a plan to go after that risk and achieve benefit for the people of Liberia. You got me? To avoid what I just said is to recognize the risks and formulate a strategy to achieve benefit for the people of Liberia. Back in the days, when Ellen then talked about getting rid of Samuel Kanyendo, what they decided to do was to carry rebel war to Liberia. We're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. What we're going to do, we are going to organize ourselves. Our weapon will be the use of Facebook. Our ammunition will be the use of Facebook. And our support will be gathering the information like the newspaper. And our manpower will come from you guys. And our engagement will be through the U.S. Congress. That is the diplomatic approach to get the guys sanctioned, to stop them from exploiting the people of Liberia. That is the way. And I support that way. That is the way. And I support it. So think about it. We already got the Facebook. All we need is to transform that onto a website, onto a web page. You can be an executive member. At least we expect you to be a participant when time comes for meeting. We are not going to be using Facebook conference call. We'll try to make it very, very legitimate. There are companies out there that will give a free conference call number that we can call and begin to have our meeting. Whatever we learn in this country together, we can put it together and become successful people. It's about the people, folks. It's about our people. And we must do everything in our way possible to help our people. Oftentimes, people will talk about, oh, it's for the people, it's for the people. We got to be very real with our people. So I just want to make the open appeal. Come here every day and tell you, oh, the government official corrupt. They did this. It's all discussion, but now we need action. Discussion without action will not get you result. Discussion without action or plan of action will not get you result. One of the ways that we can get result is by organizing ourselves and then being able to engage our stakeholders. Our stakeholders, they are divided into two. The domestic stakeholder are Liberians who have recognized the ill in the society. They are our stakeholder domestically. The international stakeholder are the United States and other countries that believe in transparency. They will be our international stakeholders. They will be the one that will take things to with clear evidence to let them know about what is happening in our country. Do not be afraid of those guys. Those guys are only getting power because when the Labrampo give it to them, they feel they are more powerful. You can get that same power and you can abuse that power too. One of you guys around here can be given a position in Liberia and you can see yourself like you are the guy who is greater than Goliath because of that power. But in reality, you are just a human being. You see the weird government today? What Kalasco they are today? What Finabono they are today? You guys are gradually forgetting about them now, right? Because that power has left them now. They are gone back into the normal life. All these guys, that's what they used to be before. But they are giving power now. They are nobody. You guys are somebody. And to show to them, we must put that webpage together, organize ourselves, and begin to collect all the data. So speak here and anyone, whatever you can do, all the newspaper in Liberia,
and Senator Mogoti Cyrus. Roman County, Senator Harry M. Snow Jr., Senator J. Alex Tyler. Miami County, Senator Tony J. Marion Woodway, Senator Nathaniel F. McGill. Riverside County, Senator William Human Smith, Senator Bill T. Dwabwe, Grand Prairie County, Senator Albert Tupachi, Senator Lemony Kish Batikwa, River G County, Senator Jonathan Walter Super, Senator Francis S. Doko II, Akuru County, Senator Botokani, and Senator Amara M. Collins. And President for temporary is senators. 18 senators present and 10 senators absent. First is sitting Vice Session 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, Tuesday, February 16, 2024. Agenda all business, 1 call to order, 2 motions, 3 roll call, 4 reading adoption of the agenda, 5 unfinished business, 6 report from standing committees, 7 business on President X, 8 experience from last campaign or election, and suggestions on how to improve the electoral system and laws. Our senators, 2 minutes each. The appointment of chairs and vice chairs of standing committees. 8 other business non-government. President Pro Tem and presiding, distinguished senators, read up the draft agenda for today's sitting.
Thank you. The previous senators and heard from the member of the agenda. What is your recommendation? Chair.
Thank you, President. Again, welcome all of us to the 55th legislature. So while on my feet, I move that the agenda read be received and open for discussion.
They have been moved and seconded. That the agenda has been open for discussion. Are we ready to vote?
Yeah. Ready?
All in favor of the motion?
Yeah.
Any input to the senators?
President, if there are no inputs from senators are now moved by the staff and gonna be adapted and used as our working tool for today. I so move.
That motion, I will ready to vote. That will favor say yeah.
All right, guys. Hello there to everyone. This is J. Randy here.
Vice Item, experience from last campaign on election and suggestions on how to improve the electoral system and laws. Beginning with Colorado County. Not here, all of us is at the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening to every one of you guys there. Good evening. And again, welcome again to another presentation here. My name is J. Randy, as always. And thank you always, too, for joining me here every evening to have a beautiful discussion. The reason I love this year conversation, many of you guys who are starting the journey here with us here, I really want to say thank you to every one of you guys, because you guys are planting a seed. Yes, we are planting a seed together. And the seed we are planting, all we ask for is long life, good health, to see this seed grow every day. What do I mean by that? We got a new government coming in. We saw the election. We are now seeing the processes. And together we are discussing them, right? Unlike in the past, some of you guys just came and said, oh, who's this guy? This is J. Randy. All right, what does he do? He does this, he do this. This time around, those of you that are watching us here carefully, you now know what our goals are, our position towards the politician, the country, and our projection. Many of you guys that follow us here religiously, you're already aware where we are and where we're heading. The good thing here is we are seeing the beginning, and we're going to monitor the process, and we're going to be measuring it going forward. My point here is, I am telling you that this 55th legislative branch, they're not going to do nothing for the people of Liberia. You're seeing it here, you're hearing it here, and together we will monitor their performance, and then we'll measure their performance, and then we'll come up with a result. So I'm just giving you my own conclusion right now, that they are not going to do anything better for the people of Liberia. As for the government of Joseph Boakai, that government is very corrupt. They are carrying out, they are showing to you a lot of unethical behaviors that does not warrant any unique and decent government. For the people of Liberia, here is the situation here. Before we got into our election process, that is before 2005 up to recently, here what used to happen. Between the Todman era to the Samuel Kanyando era, there were well-educated people that really wanted what? Election. You follow me on that? During the era between President Todman and the end of Samuel Kanyando, there were meaningful Liberians in the population of our country at that time that were very measured in their thought that if election was going to be held throughout that time, there would have been a better lawmakers going into various positions. There would have been better cabinet member and director going into different positions. Because the population between the era were very smart people. They knew what they wanted. But guess what happened? they were never given the opportunity to elect the people of their choice. There were one-party system, there were military rule. So the smartest generation of people did not get that opportunity to elect their leader. But guess what? Since we launched our democracy, when President Elling was elected up to present, we got a platform that is called democracy, where Liberians in the current generation are voting, but they are not smart. And what happened? They are putting in the wrong people. You see the opposite there? Between the Tubman era to the end of Doe, there were smart Liberians, but they never had a democratic voting opportunity. From Elling till now to 2065, we got a democracy, but we don't have smart people. They're making mistakes. You follow me? Don't take my word for it. Just watch this year. Just watch next year. Just watch the year after. You will continue to see deterioration of our country. Young people will grow, and nothing they will get. You know what I want to put you to challenge again for? I want you to grab your pen and let me give you something here. Here's what I want you to tell me now. Between this year, 2024, to the end of Joe Walker administration, if you are between the age of 25 to 35, by the time Joe Walker ends his term, I want you to tell me whether 50% of the population of our country will be having 100,000 in their account. Let me repeat myself again. This Joe Walker administration, those who are between the age of 25 to 35, by the time Joe Walker administration ends, I want to see 100,000 in 50% of that population account. 100,000. 100,000. If I can get that 100,000 within a group of people, then I know that most of the things I'm seeing, they are all lies. That's a challenge to you. We have to put things to test so we can understand ourselves. So I'm saying to you guys, for the next 6 years, those who are between the age and live in Liberia, between the age of 25 to 35, by the time Joe Walker administration ends, I would like to see 50% of them showing me whether they have 100,000 in their account. And don't ask her in America here. Don't ask her in America here. We live in one of the richest countries in the world. Liberians here, the average they spend every month is around 5,000 collectively. They pay their bills. But I'm talking about Liberia. I'm talking about Liberia. And I'm giving 6 years for that. 6 years. This 6 year of Joe Walker administration. By the time his administration is coming to an end, those who are between the age of 25 this year and 35, within the next 6 years, I would like to see how many of that percentage, whether it is 50, 65, that will come and tell you and I have 100,000 United States dollars in my bank account. I want you to tell me. It can happen in Ghana. It can happen in Nigeria. It can happen in Cote d'Ivoire. It can happen. It can happen. It can happen. Do you know why I'm putting this to test? Because I'm trying to prove to you that the people they are electing is not going to put that challenge in their own comfort zone to help the Liberian people. They're not going to do that. So today, we are going to look at the senators coming out now to introduce themselves to you guys. I want you to listen to what they're going to say here. Because for everything they do going forward, we have to take note and we have to track them and we have to provide our own analysis. How many of you guys, let me just ask the general question, because I know some of you guys religiously listen to the guys today. How many of you guys listen to the senators introducing themselves today? If you did, please say yes or give me the thumbs up. I have a question for you guys. I don't trust these guys. The government, the executive, I don't trust them. The legislative branch, I don't trust them. The Liberian people, I don't trust them. I will only be testing them. Thank you very much, Ansu. Let me ask you this question, your Ansu. And that goes to everyone who listened to the senator today. Question number 1. Did you hear anything about empowering the superintendents in the counties? Did you hear about decentralization in the counties? Did any of these senators come out and say, I am going to be looking forward to pushing a bill for decentralization? Did you hear that today? Decentralization means by the end of the 6 years, I want for superintendent to be elected in their county. Can we make that happen? Can we push for decentralization? Can we push for that? Franco sister say yes. Franco, who said that? Because we're going to listen to all of them here today. I'm off tomorrow and I'm off on Thursday. So I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt tonight. Each senator spoke for 10 to 20 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes today. Did you guys hear one senator talking about decentralization today? Because the process of decentralization is to empower the county, or how they call it, the county superintendents and their people to be able to elect their superintendent. And the long-term goal there is to be able to manage their natural resources and be able to what? And be able to empower their people economically. Did anybody talk about that? Did any senator talk about that, folks? Did any senator talk about that? Remember, we are in the 21st century. Our country is going to be 177 years old. But we are still and yet to see our people in our various county electing their own superintendent. Somebody said, Miguel, talk about decentralization. All right, we'll find out from Miguel. After dinner, we'll find out from Miguel. We'll listen to Miguel. I'm not saying you're wrong, but at least I want to hold people here, because when we start listening, we want to know what you guys are saying, whether you guys really catch what the guy was saying. So whatever you say here, you are not wrong. We just have to trust what you're saying, but we want to verify it. Because I'm going to tell you that these guys, we need change, sustainable change. That's what we need. The country is 176 years old. Second question for you guys. Second question for you guys. Did you hear any senator talking about reducing their tenure in office? 9 years is too long. Did you hear any senator saying, this come, I am here? I think we need to revisit our tenure in this position here. Did you hear any of those senators saying anything like that? It's an open question again for you guys. Because these are rare meat issues. Did you hear anybody say anything like that? Come on, guys, I got a third question coming up. Did you hear any senator talking about reducing their tenure? That 9 years is too long. Did you hear anything like that, folks? The answer is no. The answer is no. Now, all the questions I'm asking are things that benefit them. They want to hold on to power so they cannot allow power to be shared. It gives them more strength, more power. They want to maintain their 9 years in office because they want to get more money. So they're not ready to reduce their term. Third question. Did they ask for their salary reduction? Did you guys hear them saying that we need to cut our salary? We're making too much money. Come on, guys. You're listening to them. It's time for you to cash your answer in. Did you hear one or 2 senators or more senators saying that they must reduce their pay? And so it's no again. What does that do? It benefits them and it don't give any opportunity to the people. Right? Right? So what can you now say about these guys? What can you say about them? Do you think they're going to change anything? They're not going to change anything. Do you think they read a purpose in their mind that they're going to help the country? Now, the fourth question. Did you hear them talking about dual citizenship? Now, look, I am the senator. I feel that there are certain positions within our electoral process or in our electoral election or in our election. I think just giving ordinary Liberians the opportunity to be citizen is not enough. What I would like to see that those who got dual citizenship, those who have dual citizenship, we need to pass a law with some restriction on various elected positions. Did you hear anybody coming out to tell you that Liberians with dual citizenship should be participating in elected position, but some of the positions should be restricted, and some of the appointed position they should participate, but it should be what? Restricted. For example, the Minister of Foreign Affairs should not be given to someone with dual citizenship. However, the Minister of Health can be a dual citizen. Did you hear them saying those things? Now, let me ask you guys the same question, or this set of questions I just ask you guys. Now, there are other platforms out there, and this very question go to those platforms that you guys listen to. Did you hear any of the platform asking the question or discussing what I just said here? Did you guys hear what I just asked you guys? Did you guys hear any platform out there discussing the question that I just posted to you guys? Anybody, somebody? I'm going with someone here. I want you to disprove me when I say Liberia will be a better country by 2065. Somebody say we heard the other guy from Lofa saying that he don't come to the Senate because of big salary. I'm not interested in somebody's theory, Otis. So, did you guys hear any other platform asking this question? Did you guys hear any platform asking this question? I see one no. The 4 questions I asked, did you guys listen to any platform that asked those questions today? I'm waiting for answer. The 4 questions I just asked you guys, did you guys hear other platform discussing those questions? All right. Emmanuel said no. D-Black said no. Now, let me say this. Those platforms are the bigger platform, right? Those platforms are the bigger platform, right? Those platforms are the bigger platform, right? They say they got the ears of the Liberian people, right? Now, today the senators then are putting forward their vision. Whatever you saw them doing today, it is their vision in their role. Because when we read the responsibility of every senator, they had to do X, Y, and Z. And we went through that the other day. Of course we did, right? Now, I ask you those questions specifically from the senator's own agenda. And your answer came out to say, no, Randy, we did not hear that. Now, the bigger platform that got the Liberian people ears, did you hear them discussing those questions? Some of you guys said no. Now, here is the problem. The citizens of Liberia who elected these people, they should be empowered with knowledge to be able to go to the senator of their county and say, hey, for the time you're in office here, we want you to push a bill that will give our county and us as citizens in this county to be able to vote and elect our superintendent. How do you empower their knowledge? When you start discussing these things and start providing reasonable, convenience information, the man out there will be empowered to go to his senator and start to push for things. So if the bigger platform are not discussing these things, how do you expect the citizen to grow? And that's why I'm saying, when by 2065, before Liberia will be a better country, because those knowledge will not come from Liberians themselves. Those knowledge will come through artificial intelligence, and Liberians will start to learn from other people. So when I'm saying this thing, I'm basing this thing on empirical observation, empirical facts. How you think the woman from Country come to America here, she cannot drive, but when she see a sign on the road where they say do not walk, because she experienced things from the police, maybe the police pull her over and say, you see that sign? No walk, no more walking. Do you have your son here? Yes. Oh, grandma. Then they speak their language to her. That sign means do not walk. And next time the grandma see that sign, she'll say, I'm not walking over there. And when her friend comes to America for the first time, she'll tell her friend, you see that sign? Whether that language or whatever, don't walk over there. They got that visual education. They are empowered with knowledge to be able to be safe in the traffic. Did you hear the bigger platform saying those things today? No. Why you think? Well, because they are limited in dealing with the society. They are limited in helping the people to understand. That is the disconnect we have with this social media. Our goal here is to what? To push for ethical standard, accountability, and responsibility. My responsibility here is to empower those of you who listen to me here, so you can be able to see whether Liberia will be a better country or not. So this is where we are. So with that being said, let me say a few things here. Somebody just informed me that Mr. Witherspoon is asking for an extension to be going to jail by April. I don't know why he's wasting his time. I don't know why he's wasting his time. Because if it is true, and we have to dig more to get that information, if Mr. Witherspoon thinks by pushing the time, oh, I don't want to go to jail in the end of January, I want to go to jail at the end of April, he's wasting his own time. Because the more you prolong to stay outside, the longer you will stay inside. So I don't know what he's trying to prove. You are a criminal. Go to jail and go do your time. I think some of his friends are already in jail already. Some of his men are already going in. They are taking some months already. They are taking some months already. But if he keep pushing it, he think it's going to change. So those who are saying that Mr. Witherspoon asking for extension, he's not doing himself any good. He is not doing himself any good. Many Al Capone in America here. All the top criminals there in America, former FBI agent there, they were in the country here. You think nobody can get away with things? All right? You think nobody can get away with things? You do the crime, you do the time. So somebody tell me, oh, Stanton said he asking for extension. Stanton can ask for all the extension from now to the end of the year. But there are limitations to what you want. Because he started out nonsense thing. When it was time for him to go to court, he said, oh, I want to push it this way. Then he can't again. Time to go to jail. I want to push. They will give you everything. And very soon, you will run out of timeout. Those of you that watch the American football, and they can talk about the coach got no more timeout. So let Mr. Witherspoon keep bringing all his time out. When the last time out finished, the time he's not supposed to go to jail, that the time they will send him to jail. So if you out there, Mr. Witherspoon, and you think the pleasure that you enjoy on social media is going to be the reason why you want to be doing that, you're wasting your time. All right? You're wasting your time. So I said the court granted him the extension no later than April. That bugger will still go to jail. Exactly. So he begging for extension. That's what he's doing. Because he think that when people say he go to jail, Stanton, no matter what you do, you will go to jail this year, Stanton. So you can push it here, you can push it there, to think that you're winning people here. You're not winning nothing, Stanton. You will go to jail, Stanton. You will go to jail. And any attempt you run away, that means you're going to do your 20 plus years. So if anybody tell you, oh, keep pushing, what will the extension do, Stanton? You still going to jail. We will bring that report here again. Whenever you make any amendment to your prison time, we will pull that document out and we'll bring it. I thought you told the person you're not going to jail again. You see, Stanton think he's smart. Because right now he's going to tell him, Zambi then out there. Oh, you see, January, I'm going to jail. But Stanton will tell the people that you already asked for extension again, Stanton. You see, that's how he tried to push the goalpost. Every time he push the goalpost. Every time he push the goalpost. So he knows that the people that listen to him, they are people who just listen to him and believe in him. But I know you gotta listen to him. You know he's a crook. But the other people who believe in him, because it is one thing to listen to him, it's another thing to believe in him. So Stanton believers are people who just accept everything he tells them. So to his believer, he's gonna come here at the end of the month. I am going to jail. But Stanton, we already know. All right? We already know. All right? We already know that you got that extension, Stanton. We already know. But that's the only thing he can talk about. That's the only thing he can talk about. That is the only thing he can talk about. That's the only thing. But he fooling himself. Because eventually he will go to jail. I would rather go to jail. Like somebody said, because it's too cold, the brother want to go to jail before they start playing with him in that jail. So by April, we'll be getting into summer. So when he go there now, then the other men and feeding will go by inside them. Because right now, it's too cold inside there. When he go inside there, he looking fresh, they will play with him. So for that reason, he just taking his own time. Like, oh, you know what? I will take my own time. But no matter what time you go in that jail, Stanton, they will still play with you. No guy will play with you, Stanton. You fresh, no guy will play with you. So no matter what time you go in there, no brother ain't got no special time. They will still play with you, Stanton. All right? They will still play with you. So you can drag it today, you can drag it tomorrow. No guy that will play with you. They eat iron every day, my brother. They will play with you in that jail hall. They will play with you. So keep dragging. Because the brother think because it's so cold that when he get in there, look at it, tell me, man, one friend guy just came out. Let's go play with that man. No. They will still play with you, Stanton, so you can do whatever you want to do. No guy will still play with you, Stanton. They will play with you. They will play with you. So you keep pushing the goalpost. That is not our concern. By the time you open your eye like this, April will be here. What are you going to do again? Push it to June, push it to July. You will still go to jail, Stanton. So no matter what you do, you can go to the lab medicine man. You can go to whatever. You will still go to jail. All right? Yes. Somebody said, do you have any empathy towards him, Mr. Dapo? Or Mr. Randy? I don't have any empathy to what he did that undermine our ability as black people, as Liberians to compete. I don't have any empathy to that. And he is so smart to be asking for extension. Why he couldn't use that particular class to provide teaching so that people can go take the test. There are people who sit in the country today, came from Africa or other part of the world, that went to the library and took GED. We're all sitting in the class, but they got mentors who tutored them to go and take the test to pass. That man could have used whatever he was doing to just say, I want to register my institution to provide what? Secondary teaching to those who want to take the nursing exam and provide a teaching. And provide a teaching so that people can pass. For example, what that book I have here? Right here. You see the book? 101 solve engineering fundamental problem. You know what the book for? If you want to become a professional engineer, you have to take the exam. They got all the problems they solve it in here. And you can even go to the class and sit in the class and the teacher will be teaching you. These are all the possible questions that will come on the test. So even if the answer that they take on the real test is going to be in the book or in the class, they will not tell you. They will send the book to you, you will sit in the class, and when you go through the exam, you ace the exam. Why? Because you're running a tutorial class that uses all the other past exam to help you gain knowledge. If he had done something like that, then I would say he's a smart man. But he's just another greedy, incompetent man who don't think too much. But when it comes to him going to jail, then he want to act like, oh, he's smart. He can ask for all the extension he wants. He will still go to jail. Thank God he want to join in April. Because April, it won the junior money in Liberia. April 6th, April 12th, April this. So maybe he will be going to jail on April 6th or April 12th. So that's good. So when we're talking about April, then maybe we'll relate to him. Thank you for that. All right? So thank you for that. So let him stay there. But one thing I will guarantee him, those boys are waiting in there to play with him. So Stanton, no matter what you do, those boys are in there waiting for you. They will play with you. So you can waste time today, you can waste time tomorrow. Those guys in there will play with you, Stanton. They will play with you. They will play with you in there. Let me tell you, those guys waiting for you. They will play with you. So keep wasting your time. So guys, I just wanted to make sure that I register that. As a human being, I feel for him, all right? As a human being, I feel for him. The reason I feel for him is he does not feel sorry for himself. The crime he committed, if he was thinking about his family, all right? If he was going to say, you know what, I have a family. What I'm going to be doing here, will they affect my family? He never did that. He never did that. He never did that. So those children are going to be going out to school, to places for the next 3 years. And of course, he will be in jail while the people in that jail are playing with him. They will play with him. I'm not telling you, they will play with him. They will play with him. If you ever work with people in the rehabilitation center, some of the guys that go to jail, when they come outside, they don't want to see people coming close to them. So it will come a time when that guy comes outside, you'll be afraid of people around him. Because they will play with him in that jail there. And all the thing that bothered him today, he just tried to ask for all the extension, all the stay order, so he can stay out of jail. But he will eventually go to jail. Bottom line, he will go to jail. So let him keep asking for all that extension. The thing he doing, he just making things worse for himself. Because the more you extend yourself, the people push your goalposts on the other side. That's what's happening. That the man who just say we should feel sorry for, when he doesn't feel sorry for the crime he commit, and he keep asking for extension. I thought he said he tough enough. Man, please, man. All right, so we will wait to see. I'm going to look for that document. We'll get that document here and we'll bring it to the Liberian people. Tomorrow, we'll start calling the court again to find out what has happened. We'll try to find out. Because he's not honest. The guy's a very dishonored man. He's a criminal. And you know, somebody called me today telling me, say, oh, they listen to Stanton talking about, oh, we need people with integrity. Stanton talking about integrity? About Liberian government? That country upside down. Look, y'all need to get your glasses and really look at Liberia for true. Liberia is upside down this time. Criminal like that, getting involved into Liberian politics and talking about, oh, we need credible people. Yes. Look, I don't know about you guys, but may God bless your soul. God bless your heart. For me to go sit down on a criminal platform and listening to him talking about they need people with integrity, it let me sleeping in a hole with so poo inside. That's how I feel. It let me sleeping in a hole with so poo inside. That's how I feel when I listen to that kind of criminal talking about people with integrity. But you know, he has believers. And you guys are going and listen to him, you guys are smart. Because you don't believe in a crap. But the people who believe in him, I feel sorry for them. So y'all keep listening to him and y'all bring me the information so I can express it here. That criminal talking about what? We want people with credibility and then you extending your jail time? So what is the credibility in extending your jail time? He's not even credible to accepting his own punishment and he pushing it behind. Then where the credibility coming from? When you cannot go to jail. You don't want to be the real example. Yesterday we were talking about Fanatic Kofa. He went out there and ran his own thing in the back. Oh, can we do the thing? Can we extend this? What is the purpose of Mr. Witherspoon asking for an extension? What is the purpose? No matter what happens, Stanton Witherspoon, you will soon go to jail. January, February, March, April, you will soon go to jail. You will go to jail, my brother. You will go to jail. Yes. You will go to jail. That's what's going to happen. So don't waste your time, Stanton. Time fly like this. Time fly like this. Especially when someone time come, the time will fly like this. You will go to jail, Stanton. You better be honest with the people and tell them your believer them. Because you got your zombie believer them. Zombie are things is a non-collective minds of people who just follow things because they smell the things then. So you got to do the honorable thing to tell your people. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to our Senate. Those of you who just coming on here, welcome to the show. This is J. Randy here. Today is what? Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. We will be off. So in case something happens again, we'll come back here and then we'll discuss it on the 2 days off. If nothing unusual comes out, then of course, I will have to take the 2 days off to do other things. All right? So with that being said, let us get into today's discussion. If you were not here from the beginning of the show, the senators today presented their vision. They presented their theoretical vision. What they think the country need to be. You know, one word I don't like to hear about it. The people. The people. I think we need to tell the company that produces the word, the people, or our people, that they either take the price up high, 1 million for the people, or they start producing the word, the people. Because since 1847, our public officials have been using our people, the people, and nothing has changed in our country. So they have used the word uselessly, they have wasted the words, and nothing has changed. And today again, they started with A again. The people, the people, the people. Do they really understand what the people want? Or do they really know what the people are asking for? Those are things. For me, I don't believe in the senator. I don't trust them. These guys cannot be trusted. They cannot be trusted. Some of these guys are doing business with criminals. All right? Some of these guys are doing business with criminals. Every time, oh, the people, the people, the people, the people. If there's somebody saying, I got children, I got children, I got children, I got children. What are you doing with your children? So let's get into it here, right? All right? So Stanton is not an honest man. He's a criminal, and he's afraid to go face his own crime. And then he want to get into Liberian politics. And by extending no time, he will be in jail when Boga leave in office. That's how it is. So he will regret it today. I mean, he will enjoy it today, but he will regret it tomorrow. All right? All right. Let me, yes. Let Louis Wilson, there are people who believe in people. And those kind of people, we call them caught. They are caught. All right? That believe in those kind of people. Now, those who listen to him, they're just trying to see who he is, to understand him. And I appreciate you guys doing that. All right? So let's get into the whole thing here now. The senators are about to speak. We'll listen to each senator. But let's bear in mind the question that I asked you guys earlier. Let's use that question as our guide to listen to these senators then and hear what they have to say, okay? So let's get into it here. Let's get into it here now, folks. All right, so these senators, for me, here is what I got for you guys here. These senators, in my opinion, these senators are not reliable to be trusted. That is the mindset, that is the attitude that I have for them. And you know when they will become reliable? When I start to see their performances, when I start to see their work, especially when the work start impacting the people's lives. So it's like you went to the class, the teacher say, everybody get 100. I say, yes, and I come to school tomorrow. No, you have to work for everything in that class to get that 100. Failure to do so, you will fail the class and you have to repeat the class. These guys in Liberia, you don't give them any congratulatory and or praises until they perform to the people's expectation. Because you know why? Base your reason on 176 years. Nothing happened in the country. Just the past 12 years, 18 years now, we are not seeing sustainable impact in the life of our people. Joe Weir just started to finish all that RRA highway, because when Akon visited that place, he said he thought he was going in a village. Akon, the musical artist, Senegalese/American Akon, when he first visited Liberia, he was driving from the airport going to Monrovia. He said he thought it was the opposite. He thought he was going to the village. But I know he was going to the capital city. Did Eddie listen? No. Only person that listened at Joshua. But that road been in the system for a very long time. What has happened under the Eddie administration? 12 years. She got up to billions of dollars in fund. Why she couldn't face that road? A man who just came trying to maneuver the budget, trying to finish the road. So for that reason, I don't trust. For the most part, all these senators, they were out there. I mean, what kind of country is this? People get to this thing here. What kind of country is this? People just sit down like a hawk. I know those blackbird called a hawk. All the guys you see behind Joe Boga, whether it is Gregory Cuomo, whether it is Abraham Kluma, whether it is how they call it, guy, Charles Snyder, the 70-year-old man. You got people with dentro in their mouth. People wearing pampers. They all behind Boga for job. I mean, what kind of country is this? People with dentro in their mouth, people with pamper, people with artificial knees running behind Boga for job in the country. Then you think you got a country there? So then what happens to the young people? And then they tell the young people, oh, you got to wait here. How long the young people will wait? How long will young people in that country wait? These are the people that Boga is bringing here. Where by woman the Miata formula? Where by woman the Miata formula? These are the kind of people she bringing behind. I mean, he began behind him. So what people come to carry the country? They came, they served their town. We saw what they are capable of doing. I can bet anybody, if it up to Liberia, if Maniboto then was still living, they were going to go call Maniboto then, Salomon Seple then, Sakbanyansia then, to come play for Lone Star. Because how Liberia is. They don't move forward with idea. They go backward with idea. Miata formula then that somebody then they can't bring, they can't talk about, oh, let organize thing. That woman message in that country doing nothing. All the guys saying Ellen left power. They sat down in that place doing nothing. They just sit down like this. Then you bringing them on board to can't do what? Liberia government, the government here is the biggest AARP government. The biggest AARP government. Whenever you go on any public test and they ask you which country got the highest AARP people, if you don't put Liberia there, then you're not born in Liberia. Then you're not listening to the platform here. They're bringing your grandfather then, your grandma then. Before they get out, they got Rokoto on their knees. They bring her all reach their maximum. They got nothing. These are people who will be walking with a bunch of pen all in their pocket like this. You get any kind of touch screen phone or test, what kind of phone is this? That the people Joe Boga bringing, Joe Boga is taking the country back in the 16th century. In the 16th century. You're going to say starting terror in the place there. That's what you're going to start seeing. Joe Boga is taking the country backward. He is going to take the country backward. Man, the Charles Snyder then, he can go and be one of my men, my picking at 25 years old. He made a picking, oh, my man, how old are you? You don't know me? The pickings are 25 years old. Where you were? Oh, during trouble time. The pickings are 25 years old. You asking me whether I know you or not? I told you, I say, picking. Liberia is the first country that got living people who's supposed to be in a museum. Boga administration is an administration that got living human beings as well be in a museum. They are on the street walking. This is not night at the museum. This is a broad daylight people who's supposed to be in the museum. Can you imagine? Liberia is the first country that got pioneer of people who are living in a country that's supposed to be in a museum. So if somebody asks you, do you know me? And the man say, oh, I was working in government. And then you want to expect a 25-year-old man to know you? Then you say, oh, what part of Liberia you coming from? I told him, I said, let me tell you one thing, Peking. Those guys belong in the museum. They belong in the museum. Most of the guys that Joe Boga bringing, they belong in the museum. Those are all who were young during the door time. We are also getting in that museum category. And the man from Tormentor asking you about museum, Peking. What are you talking about? Thank God you call me. Because I'm waiting for them to move out of the way for somebody to go in the museum, but then they're holding them around. They say, Peking, go where are they? Yeah. We here. That's how come that country is so fucked up right now. That place is fucked up, I'm telling you. So Joe Boga got people around him who are members of the living museum individual in that country. They are not going to change anything. Those guys sat down in that place. They did nothing to improve their own lives. Nothing. Men or Kofi Wu, the men say, oh, I have my own private business. Where the private business is? Nothing. Nothing. AB Kroman say he have police, security. Where the security is? Nothing. Gregor Como sitting in a town. Charles Nado, the man, just celebrated his 70th birthday here. All the white women in the group home, in the retirement home, they congratulated him. The next day, go to the message in Liberia. He said he cool man now, walking with chin all around him. Walking around country. This is, yeah. Let me do small whatever. Yeah. So the guy want to tell her that, look, Liberia will be the first country where a 40-year-old man will get and tell say we are youth of the country. Don't get involved with them. Because you got people who are 70 and 80-year-old telling you say they are the adult men then. Joe Biden think that they are the men in the 40s, in the 50s. So don't be surprised when a 40-year-old guy stand before you say we the youth of this country. Sorry. Because of people, let me do small with us first, folks. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when you see some look at them. 40-year-old man. 40-year-old man will get up. Can't do. I've been drinking some water. Let me drink more again. Say you need to drink some more. Let me drink some more water. A 40-year-old man will look at you. Go see someone there on the news, on Facebook. 40-year-old man that will look at you and say, my man, we the youth of the country. Say, tell me, how old are you again? 40-year-old. How old is your son? My son just turned 15-year-old. So if you are 40-year-old man, you tell yourself, say, we the youth of the country. What will your 15 to 18-year-old teen be saying? What category will they put themselves in? Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to get back to the Senate. And but for me, I love the time we share together here. But my level of being very optimistic about Liberia is very low. Very, very low. It is 0.001 expressed over 100. Not even a whole number, but a percentage, a decimal number. That's what I have when I look at Liberia's future. Because of how things are unfolding right now. Consider yourself to be blessed, my friend. That you find yourself in a country where you're getting things. And that's why I said, those who are between the age of 25 to 35 years old, at the end of this Joe Boca 6 years, let 50% of that population of people in that age bracket come and tell you and I that at the end of Joe Boca 6 years, whether they'll be able to have 100,000 in their bank account. That's the challenge right there. Let's get into the main conversation here today. All right, let's get into it here. So the senator them, they came out today, they expressed themselves, and we asked you guys whether the other platform asked the question that we asked. Nobody said anything. So let's get to the senator then here. We are pressed with time here now, folks. All right, we are pressed with time here. All right, we are pressed with time here. So let's get into it here. Ready, go. So we're going to speed it up here. We're going to go straight to where the senators are expressing themselves. So let's get there. All right.
8 other business,
All right. So we see this other incompetent guy called Darius DeLong. All right. Let me tell you a little bit. And every one of the guys that I know about, I will talk to you, or I will tell you about them. Darius DeLong is the guy who won the Ballon d'Or and dropped out. You know, they got high school dropout, they got college dropout, and they also have society dropout. A society dropout is somebody that cannot compete. Somebody that is not willing to go to work, somebody that is not willing to go to sit for interview. Darius DeLong, he won everything. Like I told George Weah, don't be breaking about Ballon d'Or. Darius DeLong, on the other side of honor performance, he got hit by the Ballon d'Or. You, George Weah, won Africa Best. European, I think African best, European best, world best. George Weah, you cannot make Darrell Dillon when it comes to the world best in dropout. Darrell Dillon is junior high dropout, high school dropout. I don't know how he managed, but he's a junior high school student. He dropped out. He's a high school dropout. He's a college dropout. And he's a society dropout. The guy got 4 titles in dropout. How did he become a public servant? I don't know. But I will say to you that the hiring process by our people through our democratic process, they set the bar too low. The bar is so low. That's why it is. What's up there, Pio? So, Darrell Dillon, this guy had done it all the worst thing he has done. But this is the guy who Numbly Kanga has appointed to be chairman on foreign affairs. What does Darrell Dillon understand about foreign issue? Well, the man is what? A junior high school dropout, a high school dropout, a college dropout, and a society dropout. Only by the mercy of God, based on the ignorant mind of our people, that God Darrell Dillon to be senator today. He said he came as a light. He could not tell the night light from the daylight. He cannot tell the difference between a fluorescent bulb than a regular standard bulb. And through that time, he had underperformed. And today, they made him chairman on foreign affairs. And you imagine, foreign affairs and security. Darrell Dillon is going to go and start talking about national security. Darrell Dillon is going to be talking about international conflict resolution. Come on, guys. Let's listen to your new chairman on foreign affairs here. Listen to him right here. Listen to our man here. Let's listen to our man.
Yeah, we started around the 55th legislature with particular reference to the Senate. Today marks the first session. In the first session.
I say, my man Edwin Snow. My man Edwin Snow just passes the 10 the other one here. They don't know here. We have photo for you. And when you look at Edwin Snow page, they don't know here. We have a photo for you. Just try to look at Edwin Snow page. Or Edwin Snow say, they not here. We have a photo here. Let's continue here, folks. Let's continue here. All right? Let's continue here. Let's continue here. Louis can Google anything. We say no. All right? The Googling or thing only gave you intellectual understanding, but the experiential understanding is where we get Darrell Dillon. All right? So whether you want to go Google stuff or not, you must just be careful before he pleasurize things, because plagiarism is a serious crime that even took down a Howard University president. So let's continue with that here again. All right? Let's continue here.
Of the 55th legislature, I will give up the word. Our experience is so to speak. From the election were very telling. Our people spoke. Our people asked for change. Our people voted for change. And our people voted with high anticipation that this change is possible, is doable. And that is why they elected the personnel that they elected. And we dare not fail. Part of the change our people sought was for us to be different. I can be through most of our country and parts of this country. The people say we should fight to ensure that we can.
Yeah, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, you're asking whether there is any qualification. You think you can just pick somebody from the street and get in any position? While it is true that there is not an academic qualification, we look for public service experience qualification. Some of you guys just come and just want to just completely forget about standard. With the time you spend in government, you gain experience. All right? Somebody who is from Liberia that live in America here don't have to have a degree to understand how the culture works here. And that person can guide you to do something because the year they spend here. Somebody who living from the United States going to Liberia for the first time, they will have to find somebody who is knowledgeable and able to guide them on where to go. Those are the kind of experience we're talking about. So when you talk about, is there any constitutional requirement? No, there is no constitutional requirement. But there is a public service years of experience requirement. All right? And speaking about academic, foreign, and conflict resolution, is foreign. It's called foreign. Foreign thing has to do with your understanding of international and bilateral situation or incidents beyond your borderline. You think you're going to sit down there? Can you take anybody? Can you, Mr. June, go out there and go do the job? You'll be humiliating the country. All right? It's not a constitutional requirement. But within the Senate, you look at those who have experience. Because you build yourself in that Senate, you interact with people based on the different committee you serve. Whether you serve as member of the committee in the past, you gain experience and you elevate yourself to become a committee member. Because you're there for 9 years. What have you done in the 9 years? What have you done in serving on different committees? How many committees have you served on before? All right? That's how you build your experience. That's how you build your experience. When you're in an organization, that's how you build your experience. You see Messi today? When Messi started with Barcelona, he went into the academy and he worked his way out, training with Ronaldinho them and built himself up. Yeah, when you join the Senate, you got to be part of the different level of positions by serving on different boards. We showed you guys those things yesterday. When we look at the Kenyan parliament, there were people who were there that served on various committees. So when you serve on the committee, you got people who we call the most experienced or senior person. They teach you how to do things. You can just get up, all right, and say, oh, you make it a man the committee. What experience has he achieved in the Senate? That's the qualification I'm asking for. You in the organization. What experience have you achieved? Do you know why when you turn 18 years old, you start driving? All right? You turn 18 years old when you start driving because you have been sitting down with your parent. At the age, I think, 10, 15, you sit in the front seat of the car. While you are baby, you still in the back. All right? While you are baby, you still in the back. But then when you reach a certain age, you start to sit in the front seat. And as a smart child, you can start learning from your parent. This is a brake. This is this. This is that. You're building your own understanding of how to operate. When a child is growing up in the house, their mom, especially the female, the mother will start to teach that child how to cook. And at a certain age in their life, the child starts to cook. That's how you build experience within an institution. That is what I'm talking about here. So the question is, how many committee did Tara Dillon serve on to gain the experience to elevate him to a committee member? Because a committee member is somebody who's going to make sound decisions. Decisions that will impact the life of people. But how many guys on the different platforms can tell you guys these things? I mean, I don't mean to come after you like that, Jones, but I just want, and it's a very valid question you ask, but I just want you to understand that there is no constitutional requirement. All right? Like when Jefferson Koji became a city mayor for the first time, why were many people saying the men don't have no experience? Because Jefferson Koji did not work in public service to gain that experience. But one of the questions I asked them the other time, tell me which university in the world that Jefferson Koji went to or you will go to and say, yeah, it's your BSc in being a mayor of any city in the world. No. You build yourself an experience. And that is called institutional knowledge. Dillon been in there. How many committee did he serve on? Let's listen to him speak here. He's supposed to be speaking as an experienced senator now, right? He took office in 2020. He been there for 4 years on the job now. He should be saying things based on his accomplishment and how does he plan to improve and add more value on that accomplishment. But the guy is speaking as if to say that he just started the job. Let's listen to him here again. Let us listen to Dillon here. All right? Let's listen to him here. So they are all showcasing themselves now.
Illicit drugs that is killing our country. We dare not take. A campaign and listen to our people, their quest, trust, and demand for accountability, transparency, openness. Those who they elected, they believe that these personnel can bring about a change. We dare not fail. Our people want jobs. They don't want help.
First of all, you see the incompetency right there. This guy is the Senate committee chairman on foreign affairs. When he stand out there, he should be pointing out some of the bilateral issues that are very deficient in the country as it relates to our government and its role in regarding whether it is regional, whether it is continent, or whether it is cross-continent. He should be pointing out those foreign issues we have, those foreign gaps that we have. Issue of border, cross-border activities. Issue of what? Trade. How are we really relating to our foreign partner out there? He talking more domestic thing than talking about international thing. Who care about campaigning? That's not his role. You are the chairman. You're supposed to come out and be able to set your expectation. Because our foreign chairman, you're going to select people or people are going to be working with you on what? International issue. And so those are all out here. We're looking up to you now and say, okay, what the guy is talking about here? All right, what are some of the international issues? Some of the hot button issue. All right? But listen to the guy. The committee he chair and what he discussing, they are in two opposite directions. That's what happens when you bring incompetent people and give them the title. Let's listen to him here again. Remember, they gave their title before, right? Everything we're seeing right now, they are all going in sequential order. They had the election. The Senate Pro Tem King enlisted all those who are committee members. And then the committee members, then each, including all the senators, will come and speak. And they will start to provide what? Their vision, their agenda, what the expectation will be. Right? And then we out here will say, okay, if the guy want to do this, perhaps he forgot about this. So we, a member of the 4th Estate, can recommend based on your county or the interest of the issue. You can say, oh, you forgot about this. But listen to the guy. So far, he has not mentioned anything about the committee he chairs.
Our people want empowerment. They don't want patronage. Our people want dignity. They don't want secrecy.
So what does that have to do with foreign affairs now? What does that have to do with foreign affairs committee? Foreign affairs committee. I mean, when I heard the Ministry of Foreign Affairs talking about domestic things in the country, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs always talk about foreign things. Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs should be able to talk about things. It should be talking about the effectiveness of the Liberian foreign services abroad. What have been some of the deficiency? What is your expectation? All right? What expectation are you looking forward to from the various embassy that represent us out there? How can you build? Is he coming out to say, you know why? I think one of the goals that I would like to see in this term of public service to the people, for example, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I would rather want the diaspora Liberian to get involved. How? Well, I am thinking about bringing on the table an amendment to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to be called the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. Because today now, every Liberian who leave the country and go out there, guess what? They are part of the Liberian diaspora community, but they are not attached to a particular ministry that really represents their interests. We can expand the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to include the diasporan Liberians, and that ministry will be called the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. Because with the diaspora affairs, a lot of things can come out of that. And we'll say, yeah, they don't making sound sense. And we'll say, yes. Because you know why? You can, if you look at case study around the world, say, look, I'm also looking forward to, from now to the next election, 2029, that diaspora Liberian in the United States and other countries will start voting because they got financial power that they contribute to this country. And we see the trip they travel on all the time to come back here. So by all having the Ministry of Diaspora Affairs, Foreign Affairs, Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, guess what? They will be able to work. They will be able to challenge us to design mechanisms that will be able to give them the opportunity like our counterpart, because people in the Ivory Coast vote. They don't go to the Ivory Coast. Or body of mine, when Ouattara was running for the presidency, he left Philadelphia and went to Washington, D.C. to vote. And on his way, he stopped at my place and he said, I'm going to Washington, D.C. to vote. I said, can you guys vote here? He said, yeah, we can vote here. I said, really? He said, yes. So when you listen to Darius DeLong, And you see, these guys need to be careful. All these senators, representative, public officials in the country, and even some of us that are here, we need to be very, very careful. We need to be very, very careful because there are many Liberians here that got different views, great ideas to help our country. And they will know if somebody is not making sense. Some will be very quiet and when they shake their heads. Some will be very vocal and come and express it out here. And that's what we're doing here. Let's listen to Dillon here again, folks. Let's listen to him.
And I hope that Liberia Senate is 56. We maintain the hope of our people and stay firm into check and balance. I am confident the faces are seen, the caliber of people on in this room, the professionalism people bring to various issues. I am confident we honor the leadership of our pro-tem. I'm confident that we'll do our best for our country and people. As chairman on foreign affairs, I'm humbled and I want to express my gratitude to my colleagues, my distinguished colleagues, for reposing the confidence in us. We read the TOR of that committee. We are confident that we'll do the job. We will engage with the Minister of Foreign Affairs so that we can have a broader perspective of Liberian diplomatic relations and missions across the world. We will follow up all issues that are affecting Liberians and their well-being, especially when it comes to consulate and embassies around the world, Liberian consulate and embassies around the world, issues that are delaying and are stalling the issuance of passport to Liberia or Liberia. Check the time. Which category of Liberians require Liberia visa to come home to Liberia? We will be looking at all of those things. And we can assure you that with God being our God, we will not fail your trust. Thank you. God bless you.
Senator Darrell Dillon also.
All right. So for Darrell Dillon here, we'll give him an F minus. Yes, we'll give him F minus. All right. The reason we're not giving him, let's take away the F. We'll give him a D plus. All right. Let's give him a D plus. The last portion that he mentioned about the term of reference. By the way, the TOR is the term of reference. All right, the TOR. So he introduced something because that's something that John Malu giving the hell on in the whole party there. John Malu is telling them about TOR. So he is talking about what the issue affecting the Liberians abroad. That is an ongoing situation. The Minister of Foreign Affairs doing confirmation. This is where he need to ask the Minister of Foreign Affairs. These are the things that we have currently. And how do we solve this problem? So by him mentioning that, it doesn't mean that he is coming up with new ideas. One of the new ideas that I propose here is the issue of voting. If Darrell Dillon can introduce the issue of voting, that would be a game changer that had never happened. Things that are not normally happening in our country that are affecting us here. Those are the domestic but foreign issues that regarding us. Category of passport here and there, that's jazz. That is the prime responsibility of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Try to bring something that will bring about a game changer. Something that will bring about a game changer that will affect us. Can Liberians stay abroad and apply for whatever foreign document they need? That's something we need to be working on. So I gave him D minus. All right, he get D minus here. All right. So let's see who coming on next year. So Dillon, you can walk away with your D minus because the thing here is Darrell Dillon is now the foreign chairman on foreign committee. And let me say this: when these guys are on the foreign committee, they should not only recruit internally, they should be able to recruit externally. He may not know everything which is normal. We all don't know everything. But what you can do is to go out there and be able to what? Look for smart people. Another thing I expected him to say over there, for example, the diaspora Liberian are my concern. You know, when he set the tone to say, those living in the diaspora, Liberians, they are going to be my #1 priority. Why? Because I feel that they have made significant contribution to this country financially. But when it comes to election and various position and their contribution to this country, there have been a lot of disadvantages on their part. Even though we enjoy their money and other things they send here. What I think as committee chairman on foreign affairs, I would like to start with our people in the diaspora first. Now, we cannot hire every one of them, folks. But I would like to work with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, proposing that the name be updated or amended to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. And what I would like to do, one, give them the opportunity between now to the next election that they will be able to vote in certain country outside of Liberia. One, I would like to start with America. Why? Because America will have a very unique system that we can use as a template, see how it works, and then we can begin to expand that. And then by the time we hear the year 2035, the next election, whatever that time will be, we'll start to look at other countries. That's one. Number two, many Liberians are getting into different professional areas. We are limited in hiring them here. I will also challenge the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to promote the diasporan Liberians by creating an international database where every Liberian around the world will go through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and put in their resume and their background, that in the future, when the Ministry of Health need expert, they will go in there and seek the different resume and call Liberian out and be able to properly vet the best candidate to help out. And in so doing, they can get paid back. As Foreign Service Committee, these are things I want to bring about, because technology is going to expand and we must think along the same line of technology. Liberians cannot be coming here looking for jobs. They can remain to where they are. So those are things that they don't need to be talking about. So if he doesn't have that brain, then he needs to find people who are very smart and say, look, how can we work these things out? Because before any senator or representative in the country they call United States, when you hear them talking about staffer, I have my staffer. The staffer is not family member. In Liberia, our government official, when they talk about staffer, that they enter their uncle then who will kind of be cutting the wool, closing the gate, open this. No, they are defining the staffer differently. The staffer are those who are around you that support the committee you serve on by being very resourceful, by looking at things that happened in the past, things that happen today, and things that happen in the future. And they help you to craft your bill. Dylan doesn't understand that. Who on the different platform today that you guys sit down and view are coming up with the ideas? We need to have this conversation all the time. That is why I don't rest to come on the platform to provide you guys with the necessary information. Because we are behind. We are behind many countries on the continent of Africa. Because of how we are so close to ourselves. Only people that we feel that we can connect with are people we want them to be around us. And if we continue on that path, we are going to be moving at a very slow speed when it comes to our development. So let Dylan walk away with a D+, all right, and see what and who next coming up here. So let me progress here.
Dylan is the chairman of Foreign Affairs. Yeah, I'm a Liberian Senator. This is the Liberia Radio and Television Network. I'm David Tabb. Basanga Finlay, Senator Basanga Finlay from Basse County. Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson from Lima County, I just arrived.
All right, this guy is no stranger here, right? This guy is no stranger. That guy is an honor performer. He's an honor performer. He need no introduction. He need no introduction. He only got re-elected based on the people of Grand Bassa County on willingness to find somebody who could really represent them. That guy is a frustrated elected official, based on that feeling, to be honest with you guys. He had done it all. He served as president pro tem. He and Eddie ran that local thing there down. There's a photo where he's sitting with Eddie in a local suit. What difference did he bring? He was there as senator when Grand Bassa County was sinking into the Atlantic Ocean. He did nothing. What else is he coming to do here now? Is he coming because he getting broke? Is he coming because he getting, he cannot live outside of Liberia? Why is he coming from? What is the expectation? I have a very low expectation of Weston Finley. I don't even want to listen to him. But for the sake of what he's going to say, let's listen to him. But this guy had done it all. He been there and done that. What is he coming to do now? He served for 9 years, President Pro Tem. What impact did he put towards the people of Grand Bassa County that they can be proud of him? You see where we're coming from? This guy was there for 9 years, and they come to County another 9 years. And it was so ironic that he was passing by a guy who made 27, who was going to make 27 years. Prince Johnson is going for 27 years as senator. And then you got a guy who was going to for another 9 years. They're passing by each other. But they stay in the house. These guys, our people are the one who are contributing to this kind of problem. Let's listen to him here, what he coming to say here. Let's listen here.
Okay, let's listen to Senator Senator Finley of Grand Bassa County.
During the process through which 15 new senators were elected. I hail from Basso. I come to this Senate with 55,000+ votes that believe in me and put their confidence and trust in me to make a difference. During the campaign.
So let me ask you that. All right. He said to make the difference, right? Question is, so you did not make any difference the first time you were there? Because what he should be saying here is to come and improve on what I left with my predecessor. But he's saying to make the difference. So the question is, when you were there for 9 years, you want to tell that it didn't make no difference. You see, every time there is an election, there will always be a new generation of voters. And the way to prevent some of the repeated offender, failures individual, underperformance individual, the new voter need to be enlightened. And that's why I say all the time, including yesterday, if our voters are not getting the information to inform their minds, the new voter will be bringing in the same old people who affected their parents' progress. They will come to store or put a monkey wrench into their future progress. And Weston Garfinley is one of that. That man was president pro tem, for God's sake, under Ellen. When Ellen government was getting all the big budget, what did he do? Absolutely nothing. And today he coming by now and say, oh, I got 55 votes. The people want me to be the change. But what happened when you were the change? He even ran before and the people did not elect him. Now he coming back. For what? Let's continue here, folks. I see no credibility in the guy right now.
I made a commitment to the people of Basso, for which I'm here and intend to accomplish. Two of the outstanding commitments I made that will put electricity into the homes of the people of Kansas City. People of Kansas City look forward to that so that we enjoy what Nima County is enjoying, what Musrata County is enjoying, what Montgomery County is enjoying, what Bone County is enjoying, what Maryland, River Chief County are enjoying. Public service that enhances the lives of our people. I also made a commitment to the people of the districts, but the young people want to receive special skill training that will establish and run vocational training institute in every district in Grand Bassa County, and 5 in the third district in Grand Bassa County. So I'm committed to that. So I'm presenting this to my colleagues, that as the budget comes to this Senate, and when we make the request for these improvement or the lives of our people, that you will join me and support my cause. I also want to say to this Senate that yes, the Liberian people are depending on us. I don't think in the last 18 years we had a stronger Senate. The kind of colleagues I see in the Senate, that we will fail the Liberian people.
Let me hold you right there. Did you hear what he just said? He don't think in the last 18 years. He and Ellen took 12 years. He and Ellen took 12 years. 12 years. 9 years, he was in the Senate. The remaining year, he was there as foreign minister. And now he's coming now and saying he don't see anything compared to the Senate he see here today. So that means that while he was there, he just got free taxpayer money and he did nothing. Now he's talking about electricity, folks. When you were working with Ellen, didn't you hear the people saying that they gave him Liberians everything? Power supply? Go back and go look at Ellen and Joe Boca agenda. Oh, we provide electricity. And then he coming by and saying that he's going to provide electricity for the people of Grand Bassa County. You see, when voters are not informed, how they can be easily misled. I couldn't agree with you more, Sheikh Chapate. Free money. When Liberians go abroad and they cannot compete the direct loan, they go back and go take on public job. Same person got finished left foreign service. 9 years in the Senate. Almost 3.5 years with George Weah. And then he served as foreign minister for Ellen. And made all the trips. And now he coming right back to take another position for 9 years. A child that is born this year, they will be 9 years old. If the mother is 20 years old, the mother will be 29 years old. Before Boson will leave office. Question here is, where would that mother be when that child is 9 years old? Boson is going to be having a lot of money in his back pocket. You see the life expectancy, how people are going to lose their future to people that just come to use them for little or nothing. These are the reality things that people need to ask themselves. If a woman is 9 years old and gave birth this year, 20 years old, and gave birth this year, by the time person got finished is leaving, that child will be 9 years old, that mother will be 29 years old. You do the math with other ages. Let's continue here, folks. Let's continue.
We may have our differences, different political views, different political institutions, but we have a responsibility to the people of Liberia. Congratulate the rescue team, the rescue senators, but also be on the other side of the non-rescue senators who would like to say to all of you that we will see different views, different opinions. But
we gotta keep speeding up now, guys. We gotta keep speeding up. Let's speed up a little bit. Let's speed up. Let's speed up.
It's our responsibility. They didn't have the Pacific College. I bring you greetings to the great people of Sinai. A couple of months ago, we're in Sinai running a campaign, not for ourselves, but for our party and our candidates. And I must say that there were many challenges as far as the electoral process was concerned. One of them was the long queues that we experienced during the voting process. And that was because
It takes time for the...
Some of the guys then we got to speed up with them, all right? Some of the guys we got to speed up with them because one thing the journalists are doing, I mean, some of the journalists are very, very, really, I won't say they are not smart, but they are not really motivating us here because some of the guys, when they come out, we need to be able to see the subtitle as to what they represent. And, maybe Senator this, committee chairman or member on so and so. So we just have to just keep speeding up because there are some guys and there are currently two different video we have. So I want to make sure we speed up a little bit here, all right? So let's try to skip this a little bit here and see who next here. All right, let's see who next. Let me go by a few seconds here.
On those times. So imagine somebody will be 3 hours, 4 hours to 8% of vote. And that all the people that went, I don't know that's struggle to find. Going forward. This is what I'm going to talk about. So I'm appealing to us to please. The discussion we started on the legal side of it. Madam President, distinguished senators, I must first of all say that I'm very pleased being among you as the Senator of Simon County. I know that I'm going to learn a lot from you, and I am willing and hoping to learn from you, distinguished.
So the guy seems to be the new guy. I think that the guy that want to whip Milton Terje, I want to believe so. Let's listen to him here.
My senator, with his vast experience, has spoken. Thank you. And I would just like to add a little bit to what he just said. So I think I will work within the 3 minutes. The issue of road in our county is a problem.
All right, we already know about road business, so we expect them to do more about the road business. So let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. We know about the issue of road business. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. All right. Let's see. I think this guy should be Blebo Brown.
Session on the first, the legislature. And let me thank colleagues. We are preferring as chair on the rules for the administration. I intend to serve you with open heart.
All right, we heard that before. We heard that before.
The part of Cape Town that is connecting with Baku County. If you came from the Pomba region, coming all the way to the Local Bridge area, you realize that we don't have hospital. And so the health committee chair and I will be discussing that to ensure that we have at least a hospital in that region. Security. Cape Town has serious challenge with security, most especially during election. We've complained over and over and again. Cape Town is bordering with Saudi. And so most of the time, when it comes to election, we have other challenges in that area. There is a district called Popa District. We have to deploy security to keep that place calm. And so it's key in my heart, and I will be in the security committee for us to discuss that very seriously and take the appropriate action. The countries that are having concessions, I mean, when you are campaigning, they throw it back in your face. We need to improve the labor law that has to do with concession.
All right, so we expect you guys to see about concession here. All right, we are registering all of their concern here. The guy had to do his concession. Let's keep moving along here. All right, who's the other lady here?
It's a beautiful country, naturally. Has beautiful people with food, smart, highly educated people. It is also one of the hubs of minerals of this country for as far back as in the 60s. Howbeit, Cranky County is left behind in many aspects of development. The roads are very bad.
All right, we heard that before. Roll.
That you barely afford to get.
The other guy, this is another guy here. He been around for a long time. This guy been around for a long time. I don't know what he's going to say here.
Parish settlement to a patient that visited those different clinics. The colleagues will be aware that we have never hesitated to fund the budget of the Ministry of Health. And I will assure you that with all your support, that the issue of preferential execution of our budget.
Look, to be honest with you, I don't feel the need to listen to this guy here, right? These guys who been in there, I don't feel the need to listen to them. Guy that, what his name, is that the guy they call Melvin Cole, something like that? I'm not going to listen to that guy. He's nothing but just another user. Because the guy done been in there for a long time. They got no agenda. They just standing over there because they see new senator and they give him the platform to talk. But he's nobody. You know, I got no trust in this guy. All right? So let me progress here, folks. Let me progress here. There are some people that I want to see here. Let's see here. Let's move here. I'm not interested in this guy here. He's not important at all. He got a bunch of hustlers. Who the other guy here?
I want to say thank you to one county
All right, let's go. Let me progress here. I see my man Follow passing here. Aha! This is another one here we gotta look at here. This other one here. All right, let's look at the other one. Let me hear what the other one comes to say here. All right, let's turn this around here. Let's turn this around here. 18 years that guy been in Nima County. Can anybody go to Nima County and see what is the average earning of the young people in our county? Because they always turn out to vote for him. What is the life essential needs of the people in Nima County? Can anybody tell me? So now, what is he come to talk about here? They say he's on the Senate Committee on Domestic Affairs. Let's listen to him here.
Only out to Liberians and is not coming out to speak.
I'm so glad to be here to see the old faces and the new senators who were elected at the People Trust of the Senate. What I'm so happy to see you in Putem, which is an elevation. I would have preferred you sit over there and represent Master because you're most sophisticated in that position and where you are. However, it is God's will and destiny. Being here with you, I want to say this. Before 2023 passed, before the 54th legislature died, there were issues raised by many senators on this floor, especially Senator Dorothy Long, regarding payments to so-called domestic contractors that we never saw the list. I would request all of you, please, to bring that back on the floor. We want to see the domestic contractors. We are told those that are in a power that we just sacked. A lot of them registered companies in a full name, different names. And when budget was passed, they collected money. They refused to submit to the Honorable Liberia Senate the list.
You know, the interesting thing about this guy here, he always know how to find solution to other problems, right? But he does not have the courage to encourage the War and Economic Crime Code. All right? What about bringing the issue of the War and Economic Crime Code to those who he harmed? He doesn't see it that way, right? But he want to see, oh, people bringing contractor. What about his own county? He was crying here for county development fund. Why can't he come on now and tell us what has he done with the county development fund that he said, oh, he's the father of the nation? Prince Johnson is just another user that is not going to do nothing for the people of Nimba County, and they are giving him another 9 years, making him to earn a total of 27 years as a senator. But go look at the county over there. People are living in extreme poverty. Go look at the county over there. People can barely have any better living. They got to come to Monrovia. Then he want to come here and talk about, oh, you're going to bring the contract back, and he's singling up Taros Delon. That's not his responsibility. He's not on the Senate Committee on Concessions. He's on the Senate Committee on Internal Affairs. What are some of the internal issues that were reported in the election where Prince Johnson, people were harassing other partisans, voting for other parties over there? Can he find solution to that conflict of interest that he had created? Can he do that? No. All right? So Prince Johnson is irrelevant. It's only based on the low-minded Liberians that got that man into office. But he's not going to do anything. This is a man who has been sanctioned for using his own people for political gain. And he's not ashamed to come and want to hold other people accountable when he is using other people. That's why he cannot serve on any better committee. But he's a guy who been in the Senate for a long time. All right? He served 2 terms before he got sanctioned. And now he want to come here to justify what? Let people hear here, man. Let's listen to him small more and get out of here. I mean, get him out of here.
So-called, I think we should reawaken now. We were sleeping. We should reawaken our strength and make sure we exercise our oversight. Those agencies and government institutions, we allocate money to the use. By the time we pass budget, that's the end of it. Since I've been here 18 years.
Yeah, he said he been there 18 years. Say he been there 18 years. That's the time he see now to talk about things. But he has always been giving his county to people that the U.S. government accusing of using those people. And I went today now. Look, when these guys come for the first time, they try to get swim off to re-engineer themselves, to re-motivate themselves. But by the time they get into the first 6 to 9 months, they go back to business as usual. They will all go back to business as usual. Kind of like the elasticity of a rubber band. You stretch the rubber band, once it reach that elasticity limit, it will either cut and will sting your finger, or you have to bring it back easily so that it can restore itself. But if you keep stretching it and release it, it's going to hit your finger. That's what they're doing. All right? By the time they got to reach to 3 to 6 months this year, everything will go back to the same way it was. So don't listen to Prince Johnson. He's nobody. He has just been using the people in Nimba County, and only Prince Johnson alone has benefited from those people. That is why he keeps fighting for everything. Other senators, they don't even talk because he feels that he controls everything. That's who he is. All right? So let me progress here. We're looking for a certain senator in here.
We have never had a minister yet and find him culpable for the misuse of government money.
All right, what about you? What about yourself? The people you kill, have you ever been found guilty? Have you ever admitted that you want to go to the War and Economic Crime Code? No. Let Prince Johnson get up from there, man. Nobody else can listen to him here. Let him get up from there. All right, let Prince Johnson get up from there. I'm not going to listen to him. The other guy here, we'll skip the other guy here. Let's skip the other guy. Let's skip the other guy here. Let's skip these guys. Let's skip these guys. Let's skip these guys. I know who I'm looking for. Let's skip these guys. Let's skip these guys. Let's skip these guys. I know exactly who I'm looking for here, folks. Let's skip these guys. Aha! This is another guy here again. This guy right here. This guy, all right? This guy right here. Let's bring him forward a little bit here. This guy is Edwin Snow. Before the war, Edwin Snow used to be what we call the Jezebel for LPRC. Take the video to Edwin Snow. Edwin Snow used to be the Jezebel for LPRC orders. That is why when Taylor came to Monrovia, Edwin Snow went straight for LPRC position. Because the time and year he spent over there, he knew everything about LPRC. And the way he started to build himself wealth over there. Also, whenever you see Liberian people asking you, what have you done for us? Edwin Snow and other pioneers representatives were the one that introduced that Back or Red campaign strategy. They used to go in the community and ask parents, we'll give you 10 Back or Reds, we'll do this, we'll do that. By the time that strategy was fading away, that's how Edwin Snow left the representative position in Monrovia County and went to Kidman. Very, very calculative guy. The Siane you see over there today, who is the Supreme Court judge, she, I believe, is still married to Edwin Snow. There was something they did during the early administration. Well, I think it was the Weir administration. No, I think it was the Elling. Remember the time where he went and entered the airport and the security guy was trying to do his job? All right? The security guy was trying to do his job and he went and asked and told the guy, do you know who I am? She went over the weekend to receive Edwin Snow from a football trip. She tried to exercise her power. Edwin Snow got out of the plane. Instead of respecting that immigration officer, he insulted the guy. That guy was taken from the airport in Magibi County and brought all the way. Thank you very much. I knew it anytime. Thank you very much, Sheikh Chapate. It was doing anytime. They dragged that guy from, not physical drag now, but they told the guy to leave from his position to go to the Supreme Court to get on his knees and apologize to the Supreme Court. Sianeyo. Edwin Snow ensured that was done. Did they see Edwin Snow guy in Patrick Honda? They put $1,000 down and asked a girl during the bachelor night of Patrick Honda, that one you see with a funny looking face, and told the girl to walk naked and get into the pool for $1,000. And today Edwin Snow still got that job. I don't fasten on Edwin Snow too much. I don't know what power he got, but you will find me very, very difficult to talk about Edwin Snow. I don't know what he got against me. But all the talking I've been doing, I don't get hard on Edwin Snow too much. I don't know what power he got. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, I don't know. Man, you gotta follow me. I don't talk about Edwin Snow too much. I know. He tried to go on the radar. But I'm going to talk about him today so you can get to know how I know who he is. He's scared to come to America here. He and Prince Johnson. There are 3 people in Liberia that are scared to come to America. 1, Prince Johnson. 2, Edwin Snow. 3, what the other guy name? Benedict Ure. Prince Johnson, Edwin Snow, and Benedict Ure. If you hold a guy in hand and bring them to America, they will break your hand. They're scared to come here. They will break your hand. They're scared to come here. All right? I don't know for what reason. But you hold their hand and say, let go. When the guy break you, you have to go see an orthopedic to fix your bone because it will go through there. All right? So let's make progress here. So Edwin Snow for me is not relevant right now. Let's keep making progress here. I don't expect any change from Edwin Snow right now. Let's keep making progress here. Look at the other one here. Look at the other one. Look at the other one here. Y'all know the guy name? This is the guy they call Corruption King Kong. This is the guy they call Corruption King Kong. The Global Witness report, when they did the investigation during early time, when they saw the guy, the people ran away. They thought the guy was a King Kong. Excuse my French. That's where he got that name, Corruption King Kong. Because the white people look at the guy and say, the guy is so corrupt that I will call him the Corruption King Kong. And he put that boy in the plane and sent the boy straight back to the UK. That's where the man got his name, Corruption King Kong. This guy is very corrupt. Alexander Tyler, this guy is very corrupt. Under the Global Witness report, the people could not rank this guy in anywhere for corruption. This guy played with money. It came a time during early time. There was something he called Quick Impact Project. How many of you guys remember that time? They were just about to leave power for the second term of Ellen. He said, we want to carry out a Quick Impact Project. Who remember that time? It was at the end of Ellen's first term. He came out and said they want to carry on Quick Impact Project. You know what he said? Oh, gentlemen, we've been using the people for a very long time. It's time for us to carry Quick Impact Project. This is the guy who called Sir Joseph and told Sir Joseph, I got $11,000 here for you for your gas slip. I've been keeping that money here. And the way you can tell, you got that kind of base voice. Sir Joseph, I got $11,000. This guy is rotten corrupt. Now that he elected, the people of Global Witness report, they just see the whole thing, they give up. They give up. That Alexander Tyler will come here today. Thank you very much, Oka. Oka said he remember that Quick Impact Project. Some of you guys that listen to me, you will get to know that I've been studying the guy for a very long time. And that Quick Impact Project, they wanted to go and do some babati work over there. The guy was so corrupt until Ellen got behind Akara's grave and the late Muna Peno in order to take him out of the speakership. That's how come he lost. He built one of the biggest house on RIA Highway. What happened to that house? Nothing. But that the guy coming right back to power today, what is he going to say now? Let's listen to this guy now that you are getting some little information about him. Listen to Corruption King Kong.
For electing us at this time. You know, there are a lot about elections that we could talk about. But how people, the color people say, the sickness which you survive, that's what you can talk about. 2020, small contestant, they sick, we didn't win, so we will not be here to explain. We are more than certain that we have similar stories. And all of the things that have been explained here today are now unique to Bomi County. Say, for instance, the issue of education, the issue of health, the issue of agriculture.
Look, I cannot listen to this guy here. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I can't listen to this guy. This guy was Speaker of the House on Ellen for Jesus Christ's sake. He had every power to even change the Constitution today. This guy and Ellen and Weston Garfinley, they were the trio. Ellen, Tyler, and Weston Garfinley, they were the trio. And nothing they did in that country. And then the people came and go bring the garden back. You think that guy over there care for the Cayman people? The mistake Alexander Tyler made, he's not going to make that mistake coming down now. And there's no doubt in my mind that the U.S. keeping eyes on him. They're keeping eyes on him. He might be sanctioned too. He might be sanctioned. He might be sanctioned. He might be sanctioned. He might be sanctioned. I know that guy very, very well. I know this guy very, very well. Yes, I know they do very, very well. Very, very, very corrupt. This guy is rotten corrupt. Alexander Tyler, that guy is rotten corrupt. I'm telling you guys right now. Rotten corrupt. Trying to find something here to show you guys here. Rotten corrupt. What? Alexander Tyler, that's somebody that will come with stuff. I mean, you will come be playing with you. You think what they call that guy Corruption King Kong? It's not for nothing they call him Corruption King Kong. The guy is rotten corrupt. Let's listen to him here a little bit here again.
Infrastructure. What we need to do is to step up our oversight, or they are saying our robust oversight. Because road connectivity, we say you got a big road for air bombing, you have the worst road for air bombing. Even to get into the villages, the feeder roads are difficult.
He talking about bombing. Did you guys remember when Eddie was leaving power and she said, oh, I forgot about the people of Bombing County? And Alexander Tyler was what? Speaker of the House. And Eddie said, oh, I forgot my country was bombing. I didn't do anything for them. Yeke Koluba is absolutely right. They 55th. They are bringing all the corruption hyena, all the corrupt coyote, and corruption King Kong is back on the field of play. Liberia is in trouble. If you're in that country, you better think about Jutuwanimo. Jutuwanimo, you got to jump out of that pit. Those guys going to do nothing in that Senate order. Let me tell you guys right now. Let's make progress here and finish the thing out here. J. Emmanuel Nukwe. J. Emmanuel Nukwe. J. Emmanuel Nukwe. Emmanuel Nukwe's father used to be selling rubber in Firestone. The guy is ratting rich. The man got money in that place. He controls almost all the contracting company in that place. What does he want now? What does he want? J. Emmanuel Nukwe, that man got money. That section they pour him, but America better he give a damn. Unless the American people take the US dollar from him. So what is he doing now? What is he doing? He served on Ways and Means Committee. He was the number 2 guy to Alexander Tyler. And they both back again. Barman Shanghai and the main man, they both back again in the Senate. Basically as usual. They'll meet each other in the hallway. My man will back again, my man, give me a hug. Those guys will mess that country up. Look, I don't feel sorry for Liberian people anymore. I do not feel sorry for Liberian people. They will deserve what they have bought into. They deserve it. These guys, they know these guys then, but they decide to waive the other people and choose these guys then. That's who they are. All right? So this guy is not strange to the Liberian people. I don't expect anything from him. Let me progress. I'm not even going to listen to him. Hey, our man follow. I don't know where to put my man follow again. All right? I don't know where to put my man follow here. The only thing I would say to follow, and this is my honest statement. If follow does not change after what he went through with the U.S. government, and God bless him, this is the time that follow need to prove himself now. That United States, you say I'm corrupt. Follow responsibility as senator is to be more than Yeke Koluba. To be very, very, very transparent. Because Follow got 2 missions. The educational board he owns is number 1. That I see as a domestic thing. Number 2, he has to do everything possible when it comes to transparency. Because the U.S. Embassy is right there watching him. And to the back of his mind, he needs to understand and also be aware that the people are watching him. So everything that it will be coming out of that Senate, he must do it in the eyes of ethics, accountability, and responsibility. If he can do something in that direction to prove it innocent, he stands a chance of getting that ban lifted against him. But for any eventuality where he going to join those guys and he needs to start popping up again for all the wrong reason, Follow is done. He's not coming in America here until I don't know when. So I look forward to seeing Follow. He's a guy who said he's very passionate. He's on the education committee. I want for Follow to think about the 633 system. Our educational system is 633. What can he do to change that around? Because as far as I'm concerned, that educational system is only for mental learning, but we don't have the practical learning. If he can come up with new strategy, work with the Ministry of Education, and come up with new ideas, that can be tested to improve, one, the reading skill of our young people at the elementary level. If every child in our country can read, another thing that Falo need to work with, Falo need to make sure that every child that enter any school, as chairman on our committee, he needs to start to put information out there. That number one, we need to structure our educational system. I'm looking forward to working with the committee on health, and I'm looking forward to work with the committee on gender. That is, for every child that is born in this country from now to 2029, every child should have his or her birth certificate before entering any school. The purpose for that is to track our academic population in this country. Number two, in addition to the birth certificate, I also want to make sure that every child with their birth certificate should have some form of identification number. So that way, a full, complete track of that child. You start in school, you got your birth certificate, you got your identification number. That number will be taken with you for a very long time. And then see which institution in the country will be able to track those things. Because for now, it's all whack. People can come out and tell you, say, oh, I was born in town. Joe Boca, I don't even know. He say he from Lofa County. He party challenging somebody. Lofa County became a county in 1964. And Joe Boca was born in 1944. So where was Joe Boca born when Lofa County became a county in 1944? And then he said he was born in Lofa. You know, when people talking about this citizenship thing, they don't know that other people can do research. The older county in Liberia, Maryland County, Grand Kima County, Grand Bassa County, Sando County, Moswaro County. Those are the older counties there in the country. Lofa, Nimba, Bombing, Bon County. Those countries, most of them got the establishment in 1964. So when Joe Boca said he was born in 1944, where is Joe Boca's certificate that showed that Lofa County existed before 1944? When Lofa County became a county in 1964. All right. So where was Joe Boca? Where did he born? I don't know. You gotta go ask him. You know. But I just let him follow know that there are things that happened in the past that we need to start to put together. So some of the expectation of what I will be looking forward to seeing him doing is to be able to what? Have a very creative safety net when it comes to our education. All right. Let me progress. We're almost done with this here. Let me progress here. All right. I don't enough talking for Falo. We know who Falo is. So that where Falo is. Let's hear him small.
Let me say that I want to thank God for me. I want to thank my wife, Ines, for giving me the opportunity to run and for supporting me to be a senator. And I want to take this time to celebrate our president. All the allegations on me, I know Senator Johnson is a very good friend of mine, but I want to say that Ambassador Wea, I want to thank you for serving our country, for giving us the opportunity for some of us who grew up in the forest. When our youth jump on the snow you knew. When I saw that against you in 2000.
I think my man Falo got some old school to settle in our home. You know, I like the guy attitude, the way he come in. That mean that Falo telling you, say, look, we are maybe going, but guys, when we in here, anything that come in here, my man, it's not going to be any bread and butter around here. Let me tell you now, it's going to be North Korea versus South Korea in the play, Vietnam versus the Philippines in the play, the United States versus Russia in the play. Let me tell you guys know right now. So we're going to settle old school around here. Let me tell you right now. All right, so let me progress here. Follow attitude. Follow is the man with attitude right now. All right, Follow, we hear you right now.
President Wea is the first president in living history in Liberia, as I know in our politics. I'm not supporting 27. The second president will concede. The second president will concede.
All right, Follow, we got to make progress. That one that you're in a hallway talk water or at the water fountain talk water, Follow. So we just want to know what you are going to do for the educational committee here, all right, Follow? So let me progress. That's what we call commentary after the news. If Follow, you knew all the things, then you should have prevented yourself from being in the spotlight. Let me be honest here, because I have tried to be honest with everybody here. Whatever Falo seeing right now, I want you guys to see as commentary after the news. Let us move forward now. Falo, yes, to carry out the job, we are legacy. They are giving you what? Education committee. And on the proposed agenda, they got education. So guess what? While we are is leaving Falo, you got something that is still within the proposed agenda called education, youth empowerment. The question here is, what can you do to blow more air into that plan of Joshua to make it bigger? That challenge is in your hand. I'm not interested in you, or we are this, or Natalia, or Prince Johnson, or Erin Snow. No. Look at President We Are agenda. Find something. If you make that thing successful, guess what? They will say it was CDC, Natalia McGill, that made this. That result will go back to Joshua. So Natalia McGill, I'm not interested in what you're talking here right now. I want to see deliverable. All right, so let me progress here. There you go. For free education. Yes. Free but quality education, Andrew. Free but quality education. Because there are some free things that when you get it here, you're not looking too correct. Free but quality and equal education. Let the free education be equal to quality and how do you call it? Equal education. All right? Free, quality, and equal education for all. He make that his agenda, his goal. Then he'll be able to do the right thing as well. All right? Why make it quality? Quality means that children who starting at the elementary level should have all their public required credentials, like their birth certificate and social identification number. 2, there should be a robust reading program, after school program, youth. And Falo can also push either at the Ministry of Education, or the Ministry of Youth and Sport. Let the Ministry of Youth and Sport be the Ministry of Youth and Sport and Arts. Because there are some kids that are very good at drawing. We're coming to artificial intelligence. Some kids are very good at drawing. Some kids are very good at being very creative. So when you have the Ministry of Youth and Sport and Arts, these kids that are very gifted, they can build for themselves. Some of you guys see young kids building stadiums, building cars. What are we doing with those kind of gifted children? Well, LeBron can start to look at school and say, school for the gifted. And you never know what some of these kids will turn out to be. So my girl need to be able to open his eyes to look at these things. But he cannot do it alone. He has to seek other people's advice as well too. All right? So there are a lot of things they need to do over there. My girl talking too long.
50 million out of over 500 million will not hurt anything.
My man, our country that restrict control, my man. Almost all our lawmakers are all black, my man. We got no bread man or white man in our law. Man, we do restrict in our country, let me tell you right now. Almost everybody, all the men are all black men, my man. Can you imagine? We in a poor country are fighting against racism here, but we still here. But when you look at that, brother, man, you can't even find one white man there to say, man, I represented this same, man. What? Yeah, like, bro, my man. We racist. We are very, very racist, my man. Very small with us. Our whole government, we got one white person there at least, my man, just to balance the equation small, but yeah, man. Anyway, this guy here, all right, man, say you started in trouble. Yeah, but Sam read the thing already in my brain, so what can I say, Sam? The thing in my brain already, so I just got to bring it out, all right? So, guys, let's try to finish up with the last guy here. Somebody here laughing. Who here laughing? Oh, that Yango. Yeah, man, Yango, man. I'm telling you, man, I work on the racist. Everybody just is so black people, they just coming. No way, man, y'all group. We will be protesting for white men. I'm going to Liberia to go and advocate for the white people. White power. We need white power in that country they call Liberia. We need to have some white people in our government. Pass the law and allow people to come. Because other countries do the same thing too, right? Maybe Darrell Dillon can think about bringing foreign people to join all the diaspora affair, open the border to other blacks to come and invest. Jala Ghana do the same thing, and give free residency to any black man from anywhere in the world. Darrell Dillon, yes. Darrell Dillon law. All right, so Jonathan bought Charles Sibwe. This guy, Kevin Sibwe, during the 2005 election, they came out and said a lot of things about Georgia, how Georgia would taste. He was not that. They supported Ellen. He tried running for the senatorial position, couldn't take down Community Wise. He managed to take down another guy. Today, he's senator of Mine County, River G. This dude has not said anything about coming to America here and meeting people from River G. He is more tribalistic than even the racist people in America here. Jonathan Bocha Sibwe, he's not somebody that I think can be a better senator. All right? He accused George Weah in the days of not being a very good person. But Jonathan Sibwe is very, very selfish and very, very mean. There is something I noticed about these guys from River G. They are very, very selfish. There's another guy in the Senate there. Where is my sister Sarah Dopo? Her brother, they call the guy Dopo. He is a representative over there. Those guys don't even reach out to people here. The least people in the Senate and House of Representatives are the people from River G. I don't give a damn about them. They ain't work for them. I tell you guys right now, all the representatives from River G, they are very selfish set of people. If it's up to me, they should have kept them on Grand Juliet County. All right? They should have kept them on Grand Juliet County. That county is nothing but just a handful of dust in your hand. But they gave them their job. They don't even care whether it is Community Wise. The only old man that was better is the old man who asked Charles Taylor to declare Lower Grand Juliet to be River G today. He was the only old man that was very, very friendly. But God don't keep good people for long on the face of the planet here. But other than that, every one of them, including the boy Charles man, the man called himself football player. He don't even reach out to nobody. Nobody. He was in our country that his mother was dragging and dragging and dragging. Since he got us in a senatorial position, he never even cared to reach out to anybody, including myself. Do you think I feel sorry for those guys? No. It ain't work for them. It ain't work for them. All right? It ain't work for them. Every one of those guys from River G, they do not work for them. And River G is one of the counties that, for me, I don't think any development should go to River G when these guys are down there. But you know what? The people of River G, they are not like these guys. But these guys will not do nothing. All the River G lawmakers, that include the representative and the senator, they do not work for them. They work for them. All right? They work for them. If it's up to me, River G will still be a territory until we can get good people. Bocha got no idea about nothing. Nothing Bocha got idea on. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. He just got elected because the people felt sorry for him. That's all. But nothing he got. Absolutely nothing. Listen to him right now here. Listen to him here. Listen to him here.
Fellow colleagues, especially the juniors, you are very welcome. I'm looking forward to working with you for the betterment of our country. Now, a lot has been said by most of my colleagues, so let me not waste our time trying to repeat some of these things. But I'd like to listen to a few things that I will be presenting to you in the next few days that we started working on, and I'm going to be transitioning into the 55th legislature. So the rules moving to the south.
What do you mean by he'll be transitioning? What do you mean by will be transitioning? Is he talking about the government? The transition period is already over. What the hell is he talking about? What the hell are you talking about? This guy is another useless guy from River G. Very, very useless guy. Useless guy. Let's listen to him here. The guy we're talking about, they call the guy Francis Dopo. He is the brother of our sister or Sarah Dopo. That guy's another mean brat. Very mean guy. Very mean guy. Very, very mean guy. Very, very mean. All the lawmakers from that River G County, they are very selfish, very mean. And they are not smart people. All right? They're not smart people. But they're not looking to somebody to help them. Nothing. That's my own county. My mom is buried there in Taken Town. My father is buried there. I still got relatives down there that I talk to all the time. And I'm not going to hold back here. If I can talk to Darrell, they don't normally come out there, my own people there. They work for them. They do not work for them. I'm telling you now. They work for them. I would rather claim citizenship in Grand Gide or go and claim citizenship in Nima County. And by right, I was born in Nima County, and I can still go back to Nima County and claim my citizenship in Nima County. I don't care if my father and mom were still alive. I would rather go back to Nima County where my eyes open on the face of the planet to go and claim my citizenship of Liberia through Nima County where I was born. But not these guys work. These guys work for them. That county is a handful of county. They're not bringing people together to make sense here. When one of them get laid job, they want to bring their family together and they run the whole thing, their family business. Listen to him here.
Everywhere that Europe has spoken about, but I want to speak to you firstly on a situation that occurred in this legislature that I think should not happen. When a nominee comes before us and fails confirmation, there is a tendency for the appointing power to appoint that person as an acting in that capacity. That is wrong. And most times when they are acting, they act perpetually. And so we thought to carve something. I say we because this was brought up by Senator Leonard TJ, I must give him his credit, and myself, who put this thing together. I will be bringing that before you to ensure that there is a beginning and final point to whoever is acting in a particular position. We will grant 90 days or 3 months. If that person is not good, to be appointed, then they should not be good to act.
Who is somebody that Milton Church? Milton Church that somebody that Milton Church they clown looking onto here. Didn't you guys see Milton Church the other day where a girl sent her BMW? He went and took the girl car and started using the car. What integrity does he have? You see, Milton Church then, let me tell you about Milton Church. That guy was in America here, right? He came here, he filed for asylum here. But because he worked in the door government, they denied him the asylum and he self-deported himself. When he self-deported himself, he went straight to Sando County and begged Ellen to make him superintendent. When Ellen made him superintendent, the first thing he do, he wanted to take territory from Riverside people, and he and the Riverside people got into it, and he backed off. Now, Ellen went and took him and kept him in that position. He familiarized himself with that and got rid of one of the Coleman brother who was senator, and then he came to Masurado County, and they absolutely nothing as senator. Nothing. And allowed a rookie to defeat him. That the man he can't talk about here, folks, let me tell you one thing. Me going to Liberia is going to be very difficult. Me familiarizing myself with many Liberians is going to be very, very difficult. Why? Because I know the current aging guys that are in Liberia and in the United States here. Remember, I grew up during the DOE time. I was a very poor guy. I saw people who took advantage of the system and I registered it in my mind. I saw people who came here and tried to abuse the system here and they kicked them out of here. I know all of them. Milton Terje, go ask him. He was in the state of Maryland when he was about to be self-deported. He deported himself. He was about to be deported. He self-deported himself and went back to straight to Sando County. He served as one of the deputy ministers, I think, for administrative affairs or for public affairs on Osama Kanyado. You think Eugene Fagon Mock and run? He more used to be running like this. And nothing he did in the end. That's the guy who come today and Bocha say he want to introduce something like that. No. That is that power is given to the president. You cannot take that power from the president. Because there are reasons why you cannot stop a nominee. People give that thing a thought-through process. If the Senate does not confirm because of partisan reason, the president should have the right to nominate that person to act in that role. And that person will only be serving at the will and pleasure of the president. So if he thinking about taking that privilege and power away from the president, then they should also erase serving at the will and pleasure of the president. Because they that in our Senate, they serve at the will and pleasure of the president. What did you see Bocha do when he became senator? He went and bent down before Joe Bunker that day. So let us pass the law that when you're a senator and you win, you don't have to go and bow down to somebody. What are you doing that for? That means that you succumbing yourself to that person and you nobody. Can we talk about that too? What the dignity in that? You think somebody during Obama time, a Republican guy will go win senator, see then go to Obama? Yeah. Or a Republican guy will go win, or a C and go to Joe Biden and say yes, and a Democrat guy will go do those things. They cannot see their own mistake, but they can't see anything. Let Bocha go find somewhere to put himself, all right? Let Bocha go find somewhere and put himself. There you go, there he happened with the Sapo people. He's a confusionalist. He's a confusionalist. That's who he is. He's a confusionalist. That's why also Jaikwa did not get along with him, all right? So let him go find somewhere and put himself. He ain't work for them. Milton TJ. Then the other clown want to say, I can't talk something here. Let's try to finish the show here, guys.
Therefore, that law will say within this time, the person should face corporation hearing. Otherwise, you will be circumventing the authority of this legislation. Secondly, there is also a proposal to create an airstrip in every capital city in Liberia. There have been situations in my country, where we have to transport people to Maryland, and then from Maryland they have to drive to River G. River G has to have a whole airstrip, but it has to have water. Everybody must be here to be a law. I will be bringing before this matter for your consideration. That will solve some of our problems of emergency, especially when it exists.
Well, it's easy said and done. It's easy said and done. The way he's saying it is easy, right? You know what he need to be advocating for? He need to be advocating for decentralization. When you decentralize things, you empower the people locally, and then you can sit with the people and make sense out of this thing, and you can come to the central government. You think if the central government control everything, you think they're going to make priority? Yes, they will make priority. But who are they going to prioritize? Because the priority they got to chart. Do if it's necessary. Do whenever you're ready. Do, but dedicated power, or do not do. That's the 4 quadrant right there. River G, what resources does she have to create an airstrip? Will that airstrip meet the Liberia Aviation Authority standard? And will it meet the regional standard? And will it meet the continent standard? And will it meet the international standard? Do you know what category you're going to go through? And how you're going to maintain that airport when you don't have the infrastructure in terms of the education and the tools? How do we start those things? We must decentralize. Decentralization will expand the country, and the country, especially in the county, it will expand the people knowledge. All right? You build an airport and nobody there to maintain it because the human element does not have the brain, or just because you're thinking about airport. Who the guys sit down with to have this kind of conversation? All right? You just come back, oh, we need to have airport here and there. No. Those are imaginary description that he putting out there. He's not giving it a thought-through process as to what it means to take care of the thing. But it just goes to show that when people are around and thinking that they know what they don't know, you will get to know what they're saying that make no sense. And that's what Bocha is saying over there. It ain't work for them. He need to seek people with better idea. I will be advocating for decentralization. We have to decentralize, because when we decentralize, we possess our own natural resources. One thing I like about the people of Lofa County, they are sending signal to Liberians. But many Liberians are not paying attention, especially from a different county. And that is that Wologisi Mountain. And they try to temper with that mountain, the people said no. We are the king, they try to temper with that mountain, the people said no. So the power lies in the people's hand. It will not take their unification to stay around. So Wologisi cannot be tempered with right now. Why? Because there are people who are in that county and also in that county that are telling the people, this is your livelihood. You shouldn't allow it to be played like that. Now, when you decentralize and the government and the county official of Lofa try to exploit that explore that particular or mountain, the people of Lofa County will start to benefit. And the citizens of that country will start to benefit. And whatever they need, the concession will be able to list the things they need. We got to make the change. We got to make the change. We got to make the change. Every county must have their superintendent. If the superintendent is in charge, if the county gets any mineral, give the Liberian government 5% or 10%, the 90% with the help of the central government, guide the superintendent to develop the county. Through that, you start to see improvement in the schools. You start to see farmers will be getting their share because the resources will be used. Those are things that we need to be talking about. He ain't talking about reducing your pay because the question I'm asking, how do you plan to get our airport when you guys are drawing 12 to 15,000? How do you plan to sponsor the airport? How do you plan to sponsor the airport? You're going to take the little budget now? And how many people will be willing to take the budget to share with you guys? Because the country does not have enough natural resources to support its economy. So how are you going to pay the airstrip? All right? Is it going to be a commercial? We're going to make it more attractive. We're going to make it more attractive. We're going to make it more attractive. By the way, how many states in America got major airport? How many states in the place got major airport? But people have roads, they have trains that travel between the places. All right? Why they should have long-term plan? I just want to challenge this understanding that it's not the airport going to be the solution. You can have better roads. All right? You can have better roads and travel back and forward. All you need is a medical facility. Or you can have a helicopter landing pad, and you can have a feeder hospital, having a very robust clinic that will be able to prepare people and send people to a nearby hospital. Virginia is right there. Maryland is right there. If you have a very good, robust triage hospital that will triage cases, and if there's any emergency, you have the pilot to fly that chopper and carry that person to a nearby hospital, that makes sense. Because if you don't have the means to pay for it, then you have the idea to supplement what you need. Do we really need an airstrip that will cost more money, or do we need a helicopter with trained pilot and have all the necessary fuel and other logistics to make sure that anything that happens within the perimeter of that county, we can be able to get that person quickly to the hospital to save their lives? You know, think about those things. Then when the county gets decentralized, then you start to expand other things. Do you think the guy have that idea? No, he does not have that idea. But there's a fool here who are making us trying to describe what job we are, could not be somebody he's standing while you're talking all that kind of crap here. Let's listen to him and get out of here, man. This the guy is the last guy for our night. We'll be leaving for here.
Now, I've heard a lot of people speak of the difficulties we have in our different sectors. Educational sector, the health sector, and everywhere else. I am thinking of the solution to some of these problems, and that is the problem. There's a policy in the legislature that we have a brand new vehicle every 3 years. Here, I will be recommending to this office body that we increase the 3 years to 4 or 5. That way, in our last span as a senator, we have 2 vehicles that are brand new. And what better money? Go ahead. So
that's nonsense. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. The vehicle have been paid by the taxpayer money. I was expecting him to say, you know why? All the free vehicles we're getting, we need to be buying our own vehicles. If we can buy our own vehicle and put only supply our gas, that will be fine. Because the cost to buy a new vehicle is really burning the pocket of the national budget. So let's buy ourselves our own vehicle. Other countries are doing that. Other countries that got good money more than us in terms of their budget, they are not doing something like what we're doing here. Challenge the national legislature and give them a sense to turn around and say, yes, this guy is right. But he wanted to increase the car. So he means he wanted free car, but if you increase the year, you still keeping the cost. When the durability of the car you want to extend, but in the end, when the 4 years expire, you're coming back with the book for car. So what sense does that make? What sense does that make? You got wrinkle, you in the rain, they say, oh, it's raining. No, but you're not getting wet. You're in the rain. You got wrinkle on. Cut down something that will bring about change, that will cut down costs significantly. If every lawmaker is required to buy their own car based on their salary, of course. All right, guys, we come to the end of the show tonight. There is a part B to this conversation. The next time we meet, we'll be looking at Amara Kone. Amara Kone is on the other side. Yes, Amara Kone is on the other side of, because there were 2 set of recordings, and due to the time, we are limited to go through with this, because I know you guys got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, and I appreciate your time. But let us keep on coming on the platform. There are a lot of things. Everything you see, everything you hear, everything you read, we are making sure that we are taking note on all these guys. Because it will come a time, we'll go back in our closet and we'll open up our wall we call fucked up. Right now, we're not going to call them fucked up right now, because they are showcasing themselves, so we can call them fucked up right now. But as time go by, and everything is saying, if they're not living up to that standard, that one would go for that word we call fucked up. These guys are fucked up. And we start using it on them, because when they want to argue, say, look, hold on, we got your video here, you said it here, some month by. Yeah, we here again, we're coming back here. So right now, we are in the embryo stage of what? Of taking notes on all the things you guys are saying, all right? So with that being said, I just want to leave you guys with Mr. 25,000. You know, our man, Mr. 25,000, I enjoy our man. My man, our man, 25,000, all right? Let my man read. The only time I enjoy my man, what my man said, in your pocket.
Everybody will care president.
Paying 25,000 want to do so. They cannot tradition push out. They play a capital venue. What is 25,000?
In your pocket. Everybody will care president.
Paying 25,000 want to do so. They cannot tradition push out. They play a capital venue. What is 25,000?
A day that guy see Yaga Colva car break down on the highway, and he drove about 55 miles per hour. That guy, when he reckoned that Yaga Colva, that guy will hit that car speed straight to 90 and just dust the whole road up. He will not get time for Yaga Colva, because he put that car and he was 10 pace like, oh Lord, I wish the guy myself was on the field. I was going to get him one of this. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for the opportunity. As always, thank you guys, and have yourself a pleasant day or a pleasant night. God bless you guys, and we'll see you again when we meet again. Somebody say, Jay Rain, the information you provide on your show, always on target, keep the good works on. Yes, Louis, and don't forget to make your contribution as well. We are engaged in a lot of research. We want our country to make progress. So the next time we meet, if nothing happens tomorrow, if anything important happens between tomorrow and Thursday, you will see me. If not, then hopefully by Friday, I will be back here for us to start another round of discussion. All right? I'm still working on the time. And, you know, sometimes I want to start at 6:30, not to prolong you guys. So please keep me in prayers. And, you know, I need to get stuff done. Today, I work from home. Yeah, today I actually work from home. And I just got done. And that's why I just came on. And, you know, so my apologies. But we'll try to see how soon we can start, just to make sure that we don't upset you guys. All right? So have yourself a blessed night. Keep sending me no video. Let's keep holding the guy feet to the fire. We are doing extremely well. Remember, they are now using the words now what? Accountable. We'll soon start hearing them using ethics. We'll soon start hearing them responsibility. And term of reference, TOR, you heard they don't using it. So these guys are learning from us, all right? And I want you to keep your eyes on the terminology that we use here. Because over time, They are not using the terminology now. When we start using the terminology and they start picking up on it, we should congratulate them that they're learning this terminology. But the applicability of the terminology, if they're not applying it now, that way we start holding them. Say, look, don't use the terminology. We're not going to apply it. Yeah, leave it alone. All right. So I would like to say thank you to you guys and good night to every one of you guys. Bye bye now.